Still can't hear. Still can't hear anybody.
And welcome, everybody, across the fruited plains and around the globe. Canyon Lake Broadcasting live from the Canyon Lake Hawk baseball field. And baseball is on the menu. And Canyon Lake Hawks are welcoming the Copperas Cove's Bulldogs. Welcome, everybody. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting here giving you the opening day of baseball here at Canyon Lake High School. Exciting times as we've got some proud papas on the staff who sons play baseball. We're producing the show tonight for everyone's viewing pleasure in Copperas Cove and Canyon Lake. Producing the show over here is Darren Lesturgeon, as always. And on my left is going to be the man with all the numbers, facts, and baseball guru himself, L.J. Anderson. And over there we have a full man staff tonight is Chad Parma as well. It's all hands on deck tonight as the Canyon Lake Hawks baseball team pitches their home opener here at Canyon Lake High School. At a good time for everyone and a long-awaited time for Canyon Lake to play a game here at the field.
Yeah, Corey, I was here in March 11th of last year, and Tyler Polley throws a slider to Chase Anderson for a strike him out, throw him out, and that was the last play of baseball for the 2020 season for a team that was 14-2, and at the time probably maybe the best fielded team that Canyon Lake has had. And you know, it was sad for the seniors. It was sad for all the kids on that team because they really knew that they had something special. But, you know, the thing about it is it developed a culture at Canyon Lake for baseball that, you know, has really kind of taken a hold in a program that 4 years ago before Escamilla got here, you know, had about 20 people in it. And now, you know, there was in excess of 60 people that tried out for baseball this year, and we've got 3 loaded teams when we could only field 1 that year. So, you know, excitement in the air for sure. We've already seen the beginning of a team that's playing extremely well, cohesive, and really bonding. You know, they're not in mid-season form yet, but they are certainly progressing nicely with a lot of bats, excellent plays in the field, and a bunch of young up-and-comers to mix in with you know, the 2 captains that hold down the middle.
Couldn't have been said any better.
Well, it probably could have. I mean, Vince Scully could have done a good job, you know. But
if we were kicking off first salvos on a good start for a Tuesday night live to the home upper, that would be one going back down to the days before COVID, and here we are again.
For a host of reasons, I've been fortunate enough to be able to benefit by watching this team play. I've got 2 good reasons that are number 6 and number 13, but also I find myself keeping a lot of stats. And just an announcement to the viewing public, we will share team stats and the things that are going on out of respect for the players and the coach. We won't be offering up personal stats, so if it sounds like we're missing something, we are, and that's on purpose. And that's from the request of the head coach, but also out of respect to these kids. You know, we're really here to watch a good product on the field, and we have an excellent product on the field and not individual play.
That we do. Well, on the far left of LJ is Chad Parm. He's new to the group, and he came in this year and has done a bang-up job in his rookie season. Not to be outdone by LJ's rookie season, you know, but Chad's earning his keep, and if he could just stay shy of LJ's rookie season, he'll be doing just fine. So, Chad, you've got some vested interest in the ball team as well.
Yes, my son is actually on the JV, but, of course, I've come to just about every game so far for the varsity, and I think, you know, here in the early going, just from what I've seen, I think Coach Escamilla's got to be pleasantly surprised and, you know, a little bit happy about the way his club has performed here early in the season. And that goes without saying. Of course, every school in Texas has kind of been in the same boat as we had that whole week where we just had the snow blizzard and nobody got any practice or anything going on. So the Bats, you know, went a week without hitting. Mm-hmm. And I think you saw that maybe a little bit going in the tournament, but now, you know, they're kind of hitting their stride again, and you know, they're off to a 5-1 start, and you can't really complain about that.
Yeah, so Snowvid-19 came, as you coined that term, I understand, at the soccer game last week. And I think it's a great term. And so you're right. Maybe the Bats did fall a little short. Just got out of the tournament in San Antonio. Talk a little bit about that.
The San Antonio tournament was we saw a lot of exceptional play. And perhaps in the first game we were knocking the rust off the bucket a little bit. You know, the thing about baseball is that not only were they not seeing balls and hitting balls, but you got to be active. And during Snowvid, nobody was getting out of their house. As a matter of fact, they probably weren't getting off their couch with the 4 blankets that they had on them, and you know, while everybody was burning their kitchen tables. But the story is that you know, they kind of shook off that rust pretty quick and went to work and acquitted themselves really well. We saw some excellent pitching. And the pitching this season has been extremely consistent, you know, anchored by Tyler Polley, their senior. But tonight you'll see on the bump Tanner Schultz, who started, and he's done an excellent job. Griffin Williams has come in and thrown well. Hunter Anderson's coming from the left side. And we're going to see Hayden Baker on the mound a little bit this season. You'll see Peyton McMullen, who's come in situationally and done a fabulous job. So there's just a number of things to look forward to. That the bench play has been good. They come in when they need to. They make plays. We've seen a lot of lineups and different lineups as Coach continues to feel out his team and figure out what's going to happen. So. Super good job by that, but what we saw is one loss. It was a 4-3 loss. It was a situational loss, and I would say that we did a super job up until then, taking 3-2 into the final inning, and just coming up short with a couple of walks and a hit batsman. But you know, when you look at this team, you're not looking at 9 players. You're looking at 15 to 16 that can really play ball.
That's right, LJ, and. Pay no attention to what you hear in the background. Just little mistakes on my part as I get everything lined up. But you're absolutely right. It's going to be a fun night, man. It's our first baseball game of the year, and quite frankly, I don't know that we've done a full baseball game. Certainly not in video. So
we have not. We got a couple of broadcasting when we were with KMAX Sports. We did a couple of games, and then. But it has never been a full-on video of like tonight's opening night. So got a lot going on, a lot to learn from tonight. So bear with us a little bit out there, and as we're going through the motions of getting our first game under our feet, as it were. But we got everybody here: Chad, LJ, Darren, and myself.
Full crew.
Full crew
tonight.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here and pay some bills with our sponsors, and we're going to come back and talk a little bit about baseball here in just a minute. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. No matter how large or small, how simple or complex your project may be, Call on PaulSawyerSeptics.com. They'll meet all of your on-site sewage system needs. Give them a ring at 830-935-4936. Again, that's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com. Installing systems that last a lifetime.
Hey, this is Stephanie at Good Life Pharmacy. If you have not had a chance yet, stop on by our pharmacy and come meet our team. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Come check out our website at www.goodlifefarm.com. We also even have an app that you can use on your smartphones to help manage your refills and requests. You can even text us through the app and we can respond quickly to your questions and concerns. Again, stop on by when you get a chance or give us a call at 830-214-2920. Thank you so much and take care.
Hi there, Hawk fans. This is David and Melissa Salcedo coming to you from Meemaw's Tacos. It's our favorite time of the year again. Here at Meemaw's, we love supporting our Hawk athletics. Whether cheering them on the field or court, or feeding their muscles at the shop. We're open 7 days a week, serving breakfast and lunch. Whether you're looking for a simple taco like a bean and cheese, or crazy fat taco with everything on it, we've got it.
We also serve lunch plates ranging from crispy tacos and enchiladas to flautas and nachos. Not to mention our ever so popular Frito Bandito and our big burrito, the Swamp Chicken. David and I would like to thank the Canyon Lake community for your continued support of our business, and we are proud to be celebrating our 3-year anniversary on September 4th. Thanks, Canyon Lake.
So come early, be loud, and stay late, Hawk fans. Slot Team Mafia is hunting for dinner.
And be sure to listen from our telly to give away Meemaw's Tacos gift cards throughout the broadcast.
Go Hawks!
Hi, this is Terry from the UPS store located on 113 Stargrass inside the Good Life Pharmacy on FM 306. From packing and shipping to faxing and copying, we can do it all here at the UPS store. Amazon returns, we can take care of that. We also have a notary on staff throughout the day. Come see us here at the UPS store across from Rebecca Creek Elementary on FM 306.
And welcome back, Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Voice of the Hawks coming to you from Canyon Lake Hawk Baseball Field live as the Hawks welcome the Copperas Cove Bulldogs. And a crowd beginning to form in our opening day here. We've got a lot of things going on. We appreciate everybody and welcome everybody that is tuned in tonight. We've got a full menu on the full menu up for everybody tonight. A lot of baseball. So tonight we'll be giving away some Meemaw's Tacos, Nutrition Shack as well. We'll give those away during the 7th inning stretch. Actually, we're going to give them away, and then we're going to tell you who the winners are to 7th inning stretch. That's two $10 gift certificates to the Nutrition Shack, as well as the $8 gift certificates from Meemaw's Tacos. But before we do that, we've got I think we've got a first pitch coming, from what I've been told, coming up here in a little while by I think Jason York and Andrew Kim, board members. Jason York, Andrew Kim's our superintendent here at Comal ISD, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff to go through, rosters and who's doing what. We got some fact sheets and stat sheets of the players, and we'll go through that as the game goes along as well. And it's great to be here. I'll tell you that, LJ.
Yeah, and one thing about baseball, you don't need a long intro because there's a little space in between the pitches, and that means that LJ gets to talk. And so all I can say is I hope you got something for your ears. But Corey, I wanted to make a mention before we get too far down the road. If you look out in right center field, you'll see our brand new Canyon Lake scoreboard. And on that scoreboard are our first two of 5 sponsors that have signs up. Heather and Shannon Realty, who are close to the baseball program, and then also Walker Engineering, who has probably done it. So we just want to give a shout out over time to how pleased we are that we have people stepping up to support Canyon Lake Boosters, Canyon Lake Athletics. And this year, we will start having named scholarships. So the people that are on the board, they have committed themselves not only to Canyon Lake Athletics, but to Canyon Lake athletes, and $1,000 from each of those will go to scholarships at the end of this year to deserving athletes.
That is awesome in itself. And LJ, you're right. You're the head of the Booster Club there, and you got some things rolling in the right direction. It's a beautiful school board, right? Lots of empty space we're going to get on there. A lot of things hadn't put up there, and they will come. And it is a big improvement to the field. Talk a little bit about the redesign of the field, because I know y'all did a lot over the summer to it as well.
Well, there's a lot done to the summer, but really it's kind of on the heels of last year. Of course, we had started out with the brand new field. Now it looks a lot more mature with the grass. Everything has grown in, but the school district stepped up for us, and maybe York will talk about that a little bit, and they resurfaced the entire field. Chad and I, mainly Chad and several helpers, got on the paintbrushes and made that nice little line across the top of the fence. We got a brand new fence. We got new foul poles. You know, the entire facility looks really, really nice. It is ready for baseball, and I know that, you know, part of what gets you excited is knowing you're going out on a nice field to play. I know it makes everybody feel good when the ball's running true. You know, and when you just feel like your facilities are good. So thanks to our school district for stepping up to do that.
Yeah. And thanks up to you guys. And I'm sure there's a lot of people like Chad put in a lot of effort and time over the last in the fall, the spring, the summer to get the things the way they look as well. I know the baseball team themselves has been out there working a lot, and I know there's a lot of parents as well that have helped out along the way. So it's a round robin, if you will, of getting things done. And I'm telling you, it looks great tonight. What a good night for baseball. Low at about 40 degrees, probably around the 5th or 6th inning tonight. Get a little chilly. But what a great night for baseball after having such terrible weather for the last day and snowvid-19. And here we are, opening night at Canyon Lake. I want to welcome everybody from Copperas, Cove as well. The Bulldogs. And I know we have plenty of those people tuning in as well. And we'll go down the lineup for each of the schools. And we'll start it off with Copperas Cove, and then we'll hand it all over to here's a roster for Copperas Cove. David Semino, Russell Cochran, Dylan Martinez, Deacon Radigan, Antonio Espinoza, Travis Sanders, Jace Johnson, John Garcia Leon, Caden Harris, Benjamin Esquardo, Braden Camise, Ezekiel Calderon, Manuel Chaco, Colin Sparks, Mackenzie Agnello. Brian Lopez is the head coach for the Copperas Cove Bulldogs.
Brian Lopez, a young coach, Corey.
Yeah.
3 years in the making. Actually changed industries to come over and start coaching Copperas Cove. But he is a baseball player, played D1 baseball at UT Arlington, had pretty good stats. And, it seems to me, based on the 4-2 record, that they've really put together a decent program. Losses only coming to Pflugerville Weiss and Round Rock Westwood.
Oh. Starting lineup here here's the roster, not the lineup, for Canyon Lake Hawk varsity baseball team. Number 1, James Lalonde. Number 2, Matthew McClain. Number 3, Tyler Pauly. 4 will be Austin Bowers. 5 is Cody Jones. 6, Hunter Anderson. 7, Jeremy Green. 8, Ty Sellers. Number 9, Dalton Stanley. Number 10 is Peyton McMullen. 11, Braden Welch. Number 12 is Thomas Dorman. Number 13, Chase Anderson. 14, Hayden Baker. 17, Tanner Schultz. 19, Bade Holland. Number 20 is Gunnar Walker. 21, Baylor Vickers. And 24 is Griffin Williams. Head coach is Victor Escamilla. As LJ had mentioned, in his 4th year. Assistant coach is Daniel Lancaster and Kyle Hedgnicki. Athletic coordinator here for Canyon Lake High School is Charlie Drum. So Escamilla has been here for 4 years, and Daniel Lancaster has been here a little bit longer than that. And Kyle Hedgnicki, the assistant coach, this is his first year with Canyon Lake. But Victor Escamilla brings a plethora of experience here to Canyon Lake, and he left Reagan High School to come here, and let's say he has done a fantastic job thus far.
Yeah, Reagan High School at the time was playing for the state playoffs. They were runner-up in state. Coach Escamilla was assistant coach, pitching coach there, did a fabulous job. He's he's got years of experience in Alice and put together a fine record down there. He's well known all over the state. And, you know, Canyon Lake was really fortunate to get Coach Escamilla up here at Canyon Lake and you know, basically turned around the entire program and is evidenced by the size of the people that are the teams that we have with 3 teams, but also the enthusiasm and the number of people that are here. I'm telling you, if there wasn't a COVID restriction, this place would be full.
Yeah, and maybe there won't be so much restrictive moving forward with the mask mandate lifted, effective March 10th, as everybody heard today already, across the world as it went.
I had not heard that.
And so kind of what you were saying a while ago, the last time you were here, we're talking about the last play you saw. Well, here we are about a year later exactly, and we get a mandate effective March 10th that some of the mask mandates may be lifted. We don't know at Comal ISD right now, but that was the order today from our governor before we get on to other things as they do the lineup.
You know, we come back a year later with a team that basically had the exact record coming into, you know, the start of their season. And a Canyon Lake team that really has carried on the culture and the atmosphere that has done well, acquitted themselves well at bat with, you know, about 10 hitters that are really showing up. You know, the bullpen looks exceptional. The pitching looks good. And we're not really tooting anybody's horn here. It really is an exceptional baseball team that has done a great job of just kind of coming into form. You know, we're going to be playing a lot of baseball. This week alone, we have 6 baseball games. The following week, we've got the Comal Clash, which is the tournament hosted here by Canyon Lake, which will involve a lot of baseball. And then the following week, we have the distinct pleasure of getting to play at Whataburger Field.
Whataburger Field. We absolutely do. That'll be a weekend deal down in Corpus Christi, and that'll be an event in itself. We having the roster on their roster calls, but we'll get underway here shortly. Canyon Lake starting lineup for tonight is going to be at shortstop, number 1, Tyler Pauly. Playing second base is James Lalonde. Number 9 pitching will be Tanner Schultz on the mound. Number 4 in left field, Matthew McLean in left field, and designated here will be Griffin Williams. Third base will be Hayden Baker. Hunter Anderson be on first base. Dalton Stanley catching. Jeremy Green right field. And Ty Sellers in center field. So we're going to see a little bit of Tanner Schultz on the mound.
Yeah, Tanner, who has pitched extremely well this year. Tanner comes in. He's got 4 pitches, and he controls all of them very well. He throws a pretty hard fastball. And certainly can follow up with a changeup and a curve. He has a knuckleball, Corey, and he throws that we're not talking Necro yet, but he's close. I mean, he really does command that knuckleball, and I can tell you, having sharing a house with a catcher, that knuckleball can eat you alive. When you get done catching Tanner Schultz and his knuckleball, you are tired.
Really?
Yes. I mean, it moves. A good knuckleball will rotate about 2/3 of a rotation on its way to the plate and can move wherever it wants to, depending on how it rotates. So you don't know where it's going. You literally don't know where it's going, and that's not a movie quote. You just don't have an idea.
Well, I like the reference to Phil Niekro. I can guarantee you, as an Astro, I can understand what that means now when you put it in those contexts. Not every day do you see a young man learn that pitch.
No, and you see them goofing around with it out in the field all the time, but what you don't see is somebody that can really command that thing and throw it for strikes. A lot of people, that'll be their dump pitch that they're going to throw off or, just try to get somebody to chase. Tanner's willing to throw that pitch in any situation. So you don't be surprised when you've got a 0-0. Count, and that's the first pitch you see. And it gets them off balance for sure. You're looking to change elevation, change speeds, and change movement with the baseball, and Tanner brings the full complement.
Well, we're going to look at him tonight. Catching will be Dalton Stanley. I know a little bit about Dalton Stanley from playing football, but he'll be tonight the junior behind the plate catching Tanner Schultz as well. So now the national anthem. And we're almost on the way here at Canyon Lake High School, and now we're going to have the ceremonious first pitch. And that'll be Jason York, our school board member here at Comel ISD, representing Canyon Lake. He'll come to the mound. And
bringing a glove too, Corey.
Is
that
a glove?
York came ready to play now.
Look.
I mean, he is dialed in.
What can we expect from Jason York tonight? Low and away, inside?
The hardest thing to do is throw the opening pitch. It has made fools out of more good people.
Okay, here we go, folks. Let's get a zoom in on old Jason York. He's got his glove. Oh.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
I've seen worse, as you said. But,
it could have been anything from a laser to Ebby Calvin. I don't think there's any mascots out here to hit, so he did a good job.
Yeah. But anyway, hey, we got a visitor here, and that's the B-Rob, Brandon Robbins. So we'll get him on the microphone since he's going to be here tonight. He graduated last year, went off to Texas A&M, is going to take care of animals, I believe. Your hair's looking good. I like that. We'll get a camera shot of that later. All right. Brandon Robinson, a legend here at Canyon Lake High School, and I coined the name B-Rob. He still owes me 10% for any royalties that come about. Well, you got to be a little giddy, LJ.
I am a little
Got
giddy.
your sign up there?
I do.
I got on the field.
Yeah. So, I was going to say back on the background of us is the softball field, who also has a sponsorship sign. That comes to you from Mock Ranches. Keller Williams Realty for, selling and buying land, and we can serve all your needs there. But, what I'm most excited about is everybody else's excitement.
Oh, yeah.
And being out here on the diamond at home, with a lot of high expectations, and that can work against the team. But this team has shown a lot of maturity, really coming together. I really like the cohesiveness of this ball club. They're all playing good baseball. So what it's done is given Escamilla a little bit of a challenge with, how to make that lineup. And we've seen that because the lineup's changed quite a bit. But it's anchored in the middle by two stalwarts and the captains this year, seniors, James Lalonde and Tyler Polly, who have made some plays that are exceptional. Of course, you got experience pitching on the mound with Tanner Schultz. And, an experienced catcher. This is Dalton's third year. He started catching when he was a freshman, when the team was a little smaller. But he has grown into that position well.
You mentioned Tyler Pauly now. During football season, we followed them in football season. You came up with the name the Swiss Army knife in MacGyver. It stuck with him. And from what you're telling me, and we followed the baseball for the 6 games they've played, and I've seen the stats and I've heard the talk, is that coined name has still remained true into baseball.
It does, but you're going to see Tyler at short. You're going to see him on the bump. The kid has got the athleticism to play anywhere, So he still holds the MacGyver position. But it's amazing, Marwin Gonzalez with the Astros was one of those that could play every position, and you've got several on this team that are capable of doing that. So,
well, here comes the first pitch, and that's going to be number 1, Sanders, on the deck for the Bulldogs. Copperas Cove up the highway in Austin a little bit. We'll see what Schultz has got in his quiver. First shot, rope, base hit, left field. And nice shot by Sanders. Around first and holds short there. Good hit by Sanders.
Exceptional hit, roped it out to left field. On the first pitch, that's a big start for the Bulldogs.
Man on first. Second batter up for the Bulldogs is Johnson. Showing bunt down the foul line. It would go foul. It'll be.
One thing you notice about Copperas Cove is that their run production is exceptional with fewer hits than Canyon Lake. However, what that tells you is that they do a good job of moving people around the bases, Corey. So that means you can expect a lot of steals, a lot of bunts, a lot of situational hitting that's really going to produce runs.
Schultz over to first, keeping Sanders close to that first base. I'm sure he's got wheels being the leadoff batter. We'll see if they send him here. Bunt. Advance the red over Sanders to second base. It'll be one away. Sacrificed by Johnson. Up is Semino.
Well done bunt behind the runner. Sack bunt, moving the guy over. Like I said, situational hitting. They're going to try to manufacture runs.
Man on second, Sanders. Camino up. Oh, that was a nice pitch.
Yeah, Schultz broke off the curveball on that one. Really nice breaker. Camino actually kind of buckled his knees on that one. Got 0-1.
He sure did. Blown away.
Went back to the well again, and you'll see that a lot. Schultz, when he gets effective on the pitch, he's going to try to make you chase one.
1 ball, 1 strike on Semino. He'll drive one out of bounds. 2 strikes on the batter. Yeah, you're right, Chad. That inside pitch curve, it buckled Semino's legs a little bit.
Well, Schultz does a really good job. He's primarily a fastball pitcher. Likes to work ahead in the count, but he will break that curveball off, and it's evident of the strikeouts he's had this year. He's had 11 in his last 2 games.
What a great night for baseball. Dead still, no wind. Looking at the flag out in right center. Any of the flags for Canyon Lake that normally blow are at a dead standstill. Oh,
and there it was. Curveball again. Got him.
Nice pitch by Schultz. So, Chad, rumor is you played a little ball.
Well, that rumor is true. I did play a little bit in college. So I do know a little bit about baseball. Been around it. Coached a lot. Probably more than I wanted to, but maybe more than others wanted me to. You see the first pitch called strike in there. Another curveball from Schultz.
That's number 4, Cochran. Needs a 4th batter here. Russell Cochran, number 15. A little bit outside.
So Schultz has continued to stay away from the last couple of batters. He's really working the outside corner, and Stanley's setting up on that side.
Sanders on second. 2 outs.
Another curveball, Chad. He likes that pitch. He's established it for his strike several times, and he really trying to keep him off balance.
You're exactly right, LJ. And when you face your number 3, 4, 5 guys in the lineup with a lot of power, you're trying to get them to hit that outside curveball and try to pull that ball for a weak ground ball on the left side.
2-2's the count. Cochran fouls one up over the net.
That was another curveball and a mercy swing on that, just to try to keep the bat alive. You know, you teach your batters with a 2-strike count to really just fight it off, to try to get to a mistake, really, that the pitcher may make that'll be your pitch.
Oh, what a beautiful pitch by Tanner Schultz.
And the curveball is working tonight.
Wow.
It is.
Well, they'll leave a runner on second. That'll be Sanders. Go to the lineup of Canyon Lake. Well, I'll tell you, we talked about, LJ talked about the knuckleball a little bit, and I'll tell you what, inside curve there worked good for Tanner Schultz, LJ. Wow.
It really did. It was a beautiful thing to watch. And, I talked about the composure of this team, the cohesiveness. You know, a lot of pitchers, when they come out and their first pitch gets wrapped for a stinger single in the left field, it kind of shakes them up a little bit. But Tanner shows a lot of poise. You know, battles back, no harm done with the sack bunt. So they try to manufacture a run and don't on effective pitching by Schultz. It's really what you want to see. Now you're looking for bats to come alive.
Well, welcome everybody here. It's Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Copperas Cove is in town, the Bulldogs. And we'll get a look at their infield here as Canyon Lake comes up to bat. Left a man on second, and as we go into the bottom of the first inning, and it's Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Darren producing the show. Hadn't heard much from Darren. He's over there in his command post, as we say.
I'm focusing, man. I'm trying to bring you all the action, trying to cut in here and give you the pitch and the field at the same time. It's a whole new ball game.
And Darren brought, is that a Magnavox?
I've got
like
cameras. I've got cameras.
Oh,
I got cameras here, man.
Well, you got cameras. You got a huge TV. Is it plasma? It's nice.
Well,
It's big.
Just take things off my desk and just keep bringing them out here to the
Just keep
field.
bringing them out here. That's right.
I was never a Magnavox fan. I was a Zenith guy.
Were you a Zenith guy?
I had a Zenith guy that lasted me for 26 years. My wife made me either get rid of it or she was going to burn it.
Well, my grandfather, my papa, was a Curtis Mathis guy. He had like this. It was the one on the floor with
Made
the
in
record
America,
player.
yeah.
It was made on the floor, and you had the clicker, and you had to punch it every time you wanted to change the channel. And before that was us getting up and down and changing the channel for him. But
You had the wooden cabinet.
Yeah, it was a wooden
cabinet. It had the wooden cabinet.
Craftsmanship.
Yeah, the craftsmanship.
It's really nice.
Ambiance.
Yes,
ambiance.
Well, the thing about that old Zenith was a challenge because it had rabbit ears and tinfoil, and with your foot propped up on the windowsill and your arm stretched out outside the window.
That's right.
While holding your mouth in a certain position, you could watch most of the Cowboy game.
Yeah.
In a snowstorm.
In a snowstorm.
When it was really when it
Right.
was 80 degrees outside.
We saw last week what uphill both ways really represented, Darren. I mean,
Absolutely.
I finally know what the heck my parents were talking about.
Well, I'm telling you. Well, up bat first for Canyon Lake will be number 3, Tyler Pauly, and we just talked about him, and as LJ went into great length about him, he's from Kansas. Got some listeners out there. His grandmother called a lot during the.
Yes, she did. She might be out. She might be out there.
She could be on there tonight. We're
Could be
trying to
watching.
win some Meemaw's tacos or Nutrition Shack shake. But she calls in a lot, as LJ knows. He was part of the broadcast for football as well. And here he comes into the box. Tyler Pauly.
Well, I do know that we have a Janice Polly in Kansas watching.
There you go.
That's the grandma.
That's
she
the
is.
grandma.
Down low and away. That'll be a ball. But, yeah, that's her. She's walked away with some goodies.
Yep.
I will tell you that. So proud to have her up there watching us tonight. We're glad we do what we do, especially for those occasions just like that. Pauly jacks one outside. It'll go foul way back. Out of play. Count will go to 1-1.
So Semino looks like he's bringing the heat tonight. He's got a very live fastball. And we'll see if he's got anything to go with that. I imagine he's probably got a good breaking pitch.
That'll be alone outside. Ball 2 strikes.
If you watch Semino's delivery, when he steps back in the motion, he takes a little bit of a pause, and it kind of throws hitters off. See that little pause? And then here comes the pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike on Pauly. But, yeah, I did see that a while ago. I'm glad you commented on it because I knew that wasn't, I would say, not irregular, but really you don't see that.
Well, as you get older, everybody can hit and everybody can play defense and everybody can throw. You got to do a little something to kind of deceive the batters. And so here Semino's got a little quirk, and it may just throw the timing off for the Hawks hitters.
Well, that'll put one in the dirt, and then Tyler Pauly will go to first as Canyon Lake gets their first batter on the bags.
Exactly what you want to see out of your number one batter is on-base percentage. And Pauly's a hard out, but he's also a very disciplined batter and really can get deep in the pitch count.
Lalonde's up second, number 1, playing second base.
Let's see if Lalonde can move him over here. May see a bunt, and he's squaring around right now.
Foul ball.
In both these teams, quality ball clubs, and they they win with pitching and defense. So runs, that may be a premium tonight. And you see right here, Canyon Lake doing the same thing that Copperas Cove did in the first. Get a runner on, try to move him over in scoring position.
Lalonde squaring up. Third base coming in. He swings, puts one downfield. It'll be foul. Count will go to 0-2.
Yeah, he pulled back the bunt and swung it fully. Third base, you got to be ready over there for that one.
That's one thing I've seen Lalonde do a number of times this season. Lalonde may be the best situational hitter that we have, and that's why he's in the number 2 spot. He does a great job of doing whatever he's asked to do, hit and run, bunt, slash bunt.
Well, he's in a hole here, 0-2. Let's see what he can do.
And they got Pauly on leading off. What a rifle over Semino to first base.
Wow, that's a big pickoff. That's not what you want to see. That leadoff runner, you need him over there to do some work on the base paths.
Counts 0-2 on Lalonde. That's just a fast one down the middle. Semino taking care of business with Lalonde, trying to get that bunt. Tanner Schultz, pitcher, number 17.
Ready to bat, number 17, Tanner Schultz.
Schultz's bat has been hot of late. Let's see if he can continue that tonight.
Strike down the middle.
One of the things that is really impressive about some of these athletes is that the pitchers hit and do a really good job of it. It's hard to differentiate between the mound and coming up in the batter's box right after that. These guys are able to separate that and really be effective. Good athletes on this baseball team.
Semino, 1 count on fair. Make that 2. Let's count.
Well, since the first batter, walking Pauly, he's got ahead here on the next couple. He had Lalonde 0-2, and he's got Schultz 0-2.
And Schultz will go down. Semino with the gun and the arm there. Quite
Gentlemen,
impressive.
I think we got a pitcher's battle. What do you think, Corey?
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are both throwing extremely effective, and what that does and what that tells you is a really good Copperas Cove team, 6A team, by the way, is coming here to play, and so it is going to come down to over the game. You watch it develop. It's really going to come down to execution and mistakes, both mental and physical. So the base paths are important. Base running is important. How you adjust your players based on, what you saw at the last at bat is important. Everything comes into play, and this is what makes the greatest game on the planet so great, is that there may not be any action, but there's a whole lot of mental action all the time, every play.
Game within a game.
It is. It's not checkers. It's chess, and they have started playing it today.
It is definitely a mental game, LJ, as you say.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm kind of multitasking here. I'm looking at cameras and talking as well, but I'll get to that here in just a bit. But, yeah, it's definitely a mental game, and baseball can really wear on you. I think we're going to see that kind of duel tonight.
Yep. And, you watch tendencies, you watch characteristics. You see a pitcher come off the mound like that with a lot of confidence, and then, with our group coming up to plate, you can see them get extremely effective, and that confidence just builds over innings. So one of the things that baseball teams have a tendency to do when they get like that, they'll have a tendency to press or try to push or try to press at the bat. That's something that I've seen out of this team that I've not seen out of this team this season is that they really don't press. They don't take last inning into this inning, and it's so far boded well for the Canyon Lake Hawks.
Well, here comes Schultz. Up next is that's Dylan Martinez. Oh, wow.
So there's the curveball again, and we know what pitch Schultz is really wanting to go to tonight.
0-1 on Martinez. Jams him inside, foul ball.
Schultz comes right back, and he establishes an 0-2 count. 0-2 is such a difficult place, Chad, for a kid to be hitting. You just got to widen up, you shorten up, you hear what they talk about, battle off.
Here comes the 0-2. What a nice pitch there, Chad Parma. Wow.
Yep. He went right back to the curveball, and just like LJ said, at 0-2, as a batter, you are in serious trouble. You've got to hit whatever the pitcher can throw at you.
Well, a pitcher's got three weapons. He can change elevation, he can change speed, he can change movement, and and move in and out. So position, speed, movement, and you'll hear him talk about it, getting them guessing. And so that particular pitch, there's no way he was sitting on curveball, and sure enough, he threw it, and he just swung right over it.
Well, Radigan takes 0-1 on the count from Schultz. Second pitch, pop outfield, left center, back, and nice fielding play, left field.
McLean.
Wow, good hit, good contact by Radigan.
Yeah, and McLean comes to us as a senior transfer.
At the plate, number 5.
Coming out of one of our other schools.
There he is.
Smithson Valley, right?
Yeah, he came out of Smithson Valley. Exceptional addition to this team.
Here's the bunt right back to Schultz. Easy play over to Anderson.
3 up, 3 down for the Hawks.
There you go.
Well, don't look now, folks, but as in football season, he tends to sneak up on us, and that's Jason York. He made his presence known. I want to comment on Jason's LJ's pitch to the mound for the opening pitch with the nerves. I thought he did well. He's over there. See?
Yeah, he's looking over the screen. He's monitoring, supervising as every good school board trustee should do.
Yeah.
Making sure we're doing our jobs right and acquitting ourselves real well.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to get him on the microphone.
Yeah, he's you got to watch it. Look, I've known Jason for a while, and he's a sneaky guy. He walks. No, it's over here. This one.
He's actually smelling my cup. I gotta say, he actually would think.
So, which one of y'all is Harry Carey in this situation?
Well,
that's what I want to know.
Hey, everybody!
If we had more than 7 innings, I'd do the 7th inning stretch for you. I really would.
I'll be in bed
thanks for doing tradition and getting that first pitch out there. LJ said it's the toughest pitch to make, and you did it. Blowing outside's not bad.
It was a cutter, and it was coming in about 78.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And hopefully it'll be the little different result from last year. Last year Mr. Kimmon out there at the first pitch, and season was a little shortened by this pandemic we're in, and hopefully this will be the first pitch and the last of the pandemic. So
that I can live with.
Same here.
So good to have you out here, and probably a lot going on, but hey, LJ made mention that last time he was out here was about this time last year, or maybe a little later in the season, but in March I think it was, and we had COVID shut us down, and today we get a mandate from the governor. Hey, maybe March 10th we might be a little more open in business. Maybe not with CISD. Remains to be seen, as obvious, but not putting you on the spot. But hey, things change.
We shall see what TEA has for us in store and everything like that.
Well, I find it ironic, don't you, York, that it came on Texas Independence Day that we decided to go maskless.
A lot of irony there. Huh?
There is a lot of irony.
A lot of irony. Up now for Canyon Lake, and that's going to be the person we're talking about. Matthew McLean, left field, caught the pop fly a while ago. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. But, March 2nd, 1836, Texas declares independence, and the same day, years later, the Governor Abbott says, hey, mask mandate lifted the 10th of March. But Jason says, wait to be seen, right? Foul ball up over our head into the net.
Yeah, and for a number of people, that no mask mandate is a form of independence.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had to work out in a mask, but I'll tell you, these kids have really gone through, all kinds of struggles, and having to work out in a mask just adds another level of difficulty.
McLean trying to dig it out of the 0-2 count, takes one down low, and down and low outside 3, and Simeon, he's working his batter in those 0-2 counts. That's the third 0-2 count he's had on Canyon Lake batters so far, LJ.
Yeah, and, ball a little down and away. And one thing you're going to probably hear a lot tonight is the Canyon Lake fans, they are extremely vocal about their baseball team. The enthusiasm for this baseball team has really grown, and it's kind of fun to watch.
That's why the crowd mic is over here and not in the stands.
Right.
It's a precaution. We want to get our FCC license yanked away,
All of our fans are good Christians, and they just said doggone it.
Yes, that's what that was. Mr. Williams up to bat for Canyon Lake. And he takes one right in the back and take the base. That one got away from Simeon.
That was a little tough shot to take, too, man. That's up high on the numbers right about the neck, man. Thank goodness Griffin is a big,
he's got a few briskets back there. I'm sure he'll feel that tomorrow, but nonetheless, he gets on first. Man on first for Canyon Lake, one away. So, thanks for coming out and doing everything. Any 411 on Canyon Lake High School? Any scoop you got over there for us, Mr. Board Member?
Nothing new happening here. Just trying to get through this pandemic and get these young men and women in the schools back to some normalcy, I hope. So.
Yes, we have about 3/4 of Canyon Lake High School filled. A lot of students came back in January.
There has been. There's the remote learning is really still out there and everything, but a lot of the students have come back to campus.
Hunter Anderson, 1 ball, no strike. That's the proud papa to the left of me, LJ's son out there, number 6. Looking one in. He took a strike, be 1-1. But, we had a lot come into school, and plus or minus 3/4 full at Canyon Lake High School for students right now. And a lot of kids decided they wanted to come back to school. That they needed that structure and that education. They needed to be social, and we're glad to have them back at the school, I can tell you that.
Absolutely. Imagine 4 guys like us not in school back in the day.
I gave opportunity for my parents to imagine that a lot in college.
I'll only say nothing good would have come of that.
Absolutely.
No school. I'd been hanging out in front of the drugstore looking for a job, I can tell you that. 2-1 count on Anderson. Low and away, you go to 2-2. Simeon's got a good command so far. He's got a lot of speed on his ball. Trying to pick up any movement on that, but LJ?
That was just a laser. It kind of froze him on the hands. 2-1 pitch, you're probably looking for that pitch. It just kind of held him up a little bit.
2-2 on the count, 1 out. And he battles one off up high. Foul ball.
That was a survival swing. Probably ball 3. But, when the ball's coming at you that fast, you got literally 0.26 seconds in order to make a decision. And fouling it off is a good decision.
2-2 the count, 1 away. Bottom of the second inning here at Canyon Lake. Simeon on the mound for the Bulldogs. And Anderson ropes one out to right center. It'll be caught. Williams will not have time to tag up. He'll go back to first. Anderson, great contact.
Yeah, and on a two-strike pitch, that's really kind of a surprise to see a guy hit a ball that deep. That shows he's got a lot of confidence in all of his at-bats. And, you're choked up a little bit. Your stance is a little wider. That showed a little power there. It was a nice play.
Dalton Stanley up to bat next for Canyon Lake. He's the catcher. But, no, Jason, seriously, it's a lot of educational benefits for the kids coming back to Canyon Lake High School and Coleman ISD for that matter. And I've seen the numbers go up myself, and it bodes well for everybody's, efforts that they've put in, right, to get us there, teachers, faculty, and staff, and administrators. So
no doubt about it. Once we get back to whatever the normal life's going to look like, and especially going into the fall, hopefully we'll just continue to be mindful of personal space and personal hygiene, and make sure whatever positive can come out of this pandemic will. But we're definitely glad to have most of the students back on campus.
One ball, and then a foul tip. The count will go to 1-1 on Dalton Stanley, number 9, our catcher. But, yeah, you're right. All across the state, we've seen numbers go up in all the school districts across the state after Christmas break. And then I've even seen a couple of kids get back to school after Snowvid 21,
Absolutely.
Right? They got tired of being at home and said, this online thing's killing me. And then the Snowvid came in, and well, they're back to school. I've seen a couple of students that I hadn't seen since the break in Snowvid.
Yeah, what a great time that was.
Well, LJ's over there burning his kitchen table for firewood. I think he said it's what he did.
Yeah.
High pop fly. That'll be shallow. Second base will go back and get that one to field, and that'll be 3 away for the Bulldogs. But I didn't burn my kitchen table, but I thought about it.
Actually, my kitchen table needs to be burned.
Whatever's left of it now.
That's right. I can say that because my wife's in the stands, and she didn't just hear that. But
you're going to burn her kitchen table, so it's not yours.
That's right. Well, she made me, when we first got married, she made me get rid of my couch. I just think it's turnabout's fair play.
Oh, man, was it the college couch?
Oh, heck yeah.
You can't get rid of the college couch. Yeah. Too many good memories on that thing. A lot of ESPN and pizza on Sunday.
Awful.
I guarantee you.
Too many good things in it.
Yeah.
On it.
Whatever. In between the cracks, right?
I can tell you this: the dogs loved sleeping on it.
Yeah. A lot of hair.
I will.
A couple of Cheetos.
I will go back to a serious point, and then I'll get out of y'all's way over here because y'all sound very professional.
We're high grade.
I did not know y'all actually knew how to do this. Yeah. I knew it on the football side, but baseball side. But all seriousness, would like to just say thanks to all the teachers, the staff, the custodians out there, just everybody making sure that everybody is safe at school through this ordeal and stuff. And, again, we're just looking for some normalcy, and we'll see what TEA has in store for us here in the coming days. And but, again, just much appreciation to everybody out there at all the campuses.
We thank you for all the work you do behind the scenes. As God knows your phone goes off all day. There's tons of stuff we don't see you go through every day, along with the other board members at Coleman ISD. And, the March 10th is saying that's a go day for no mask, and TA is going to get on it. But then we got spring break in 2 weeks, too. That'll help everybody out with that spring break. Give us some more time to figure things out a little bit.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I appreciate it.
It's called strategery.
York, before you go, I wanted to make one mention. Have you noticed your beautiful scoreboard?
I'm going to tell you now, these scoreboards are phenomenal. Got some sponsorships coming up on there, and we know we've got more opportunities for others in the communities to support these young men and women on all these extracurricular activities and get on these scoreboards. But, it's pretty neat to see over there.
Yeah, it sure is. Hats off to LJ and the board doing all that. Canyon Lake Athletic Booster Club board getting all that into motion. It's been on the menu for several years, and finally LJ and his squad, the Mob Squad, I don't know if that's her name, but that's a good name. The Mob Squad came up and making it happen. So there's Schultz on the mound, and he'll throw the ball down there to be a strike.
You gentlemen, I appreciate y'all having me.
Thank you.
I'm going to get up here and shake hands and kiss some babies and go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Kiss those babies. Count will go to 0-2 as Schultz is commanding his curveball and pitches. We thank Jason York for coming out and giving us a little 4-1-1 and words of inspiration. And we'll wait to see what happens on this mandate stuff here. But foul ball, taking it off is number 10. And Cameron May at 0-2. That's Camise, designated hitter. He's a tall boy. Yeah, it's 2 innings, but it is a pitching duel so far, like you had said, Chad.
Yeah, both pitchers throwing real well. Samino's got 3 strikeouts on his side, and Schultz matching him with 3 strikeouts. So right now we're just seeing a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel.
1-2 the count on Camise. Schultz right down there. What a nice pitch.
And there's the 4th punch out of the night for Schultz. And once again, outside corner, this time with the fastball.
You really like to see an umpire that gives you that outside corner. A lot of times when they squeeze that plate, Chad, you know, they give them tunnel vision. And so the only way that you can command that strike is bring it down Broadway. And, you know, we all know what happens with that. You know, it's easier to make a mistake. So you really only have up and down. Showing bunt.
John Garcia, number 7.
LJ, I have to agree. And what I like, you know, from an umpire's standpoint is if your catcher's setting up on the outside corner and you're consistently hitting that all night, you know, that umpire figures, hey, you know what you're doing, and he tends to give those pitches, and he's rewarding pitchers.
Nice bunt, laid down. Can Schultz get to him? Got him.
Wow. That is a stretch.
What a stretch by Anderson.
Anderson just does the splits, literally the splits over on first base. And I'm telling you what, I may have to go home after that. That hurt so bad.
Wow. What a bunt by Garcia, and Schultz getting in there in the nick of the time. That was a great bunt.
I tell you what, Garcia can fly down the line, can't he?
Holy cow, he's fast.
And if Hunter Anderson didn't stretch as far as he could possibly go, wow. Garcia beats that one out.
Yeah. So you saw 3 good baseball elements on that play. Number 1, you saw communication out of the catcher. He was telling everybody where to go. Schultz comes to the ball. He's the man with the play because he's got the closest reach.
Inside curveball strike.
And once again establishes the strike. But then you see the long stretch by Hunter Anderson over there, and that's the type of cohesiveness and execution that I've been talking about, Corey. This is just extremely fun to watch.
Strike 2, Sanders, the top of the order for the Bulldogs. Now, he roped one out into left field a while ago on the first pitch of the game off Schultz. Got on base. But, yeah, that was a heck of a play and a heck of, like you said, cohesiveness through the teammates there, getting that ball down the field. And, you know, Dalton Stanley, like you said, directing traffic. What a great stretch by Anderson. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get that underwear out of there or not, but you know, it's in there. Foul tip. Hanging tough is Sanders.
Well, Sanders owns the only hit in this game so far.
He has the gold badge for doing that, that's for sure.
You know, that's heads-up play by Sanders, too, that first hit. I mean, you're expecting the pitcher to come out, first game, home, establish the strike, and he was planning on it.
Yep. Foul tip, but nice cut and body movement by Sanders. You can tell he's an athlete. He's got a good swing on him.
Now, is he going old school? Does he have a cap in his back pocket, or what is that?
That's the slider's mitt. That's everybody's got.
I was going to ask that.
Yes.
It's the slider's mitt. So, you know, broken hands, stepped on hands, you know, spikes can hurt when you get one in the middle finger.
Down in the dirt.
Check the swing.
Oh, and he had a notion. That was a good idea by Schultz right there.
Good stop by Stanley. 2-2 on the count, 2 outs.
You know, I almost came here dressed up like Harry Doyle for you, Corey.
We had talked about that yesterday.
What an off-speed pitch.
Got him. Nice pitch. That is a fantastic curveball by Schultz again.
Wow. Schultz has got the curve working, Chad.
5 strikeouts tonight. He really has it working. And couple that with his live fastball, and you're facing Copperas Cove. You've given up 1 hit. It was first batter of the game, and Schultz has settled down, and he's rocking right now.
Chad, talk to us about pitch sequence a little bit. Tell us, you know, you're coaching the kid. You're trying to tell him, you know, you got to change elevation, change position, change speeds. What pitch sequence are you talking about when you see a guy that's got that kind of command on his curveball?
Well, when you have that kind of command on your curveball, basically you can throw it at any pitch in the count that you want. And, you know, Sanders led off the game with a fastball, and so maybe you don't come with that fastball this time. And if you're confident enough to throw that curveball for a strike, you keep going to it. Now, I've seen Schultz pitch, you know, a couple of times, and he does rely on his fastball a lot. But tonight, his curveball is very much on point, and that seems to be his big pitch. It's actually his favorite pitch tonight.
It is his favorite pitch. It's our favorite pitch too, is Canyon Lake Hawks.
Yeah, well, he's in command of it tonight. Both pitchers duel, as they say. LJ had mentioned it earlier, and Samino will be up, seeing if he can get 3 up, 3 down. I've lost count. I had 4 batters at the 0-2 point. Maybe you can help me out there that Samino has gotten our batters into.
Your count's right. He's gotten 4 batters to 0-2, and that really kind of gets them off balance, or you've seen actually 6 batters get to 2 strikes, and that 2-strike count is really tough. Hunter Anderson does a good one of getting one out in play, a long fly ball out to center field, that you just hope drops. But, a 2-strike pitch is advantage pitcher by a long shot because you essentially have them guessing.
Well, Samino's throwing real well, but I'll go back to Schultz. And if you don't think he's throwing well besides a strikeout and only giving up 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, he's thrown 31 pitches, and 26 of those have been strikes. So
that's crisp.
He is on point and has command of everything tonight.
Well, I'm glad I'm not in the box batting, which Jeremy Green is, number 7, right field, junior.
Well, I don't think you'd have to worry about getting hit by the pitch because right now he can throw it wherever he wants it.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, 0-0. Samino kicks, delivers. High fly ball going over towards the dugout, and it's going to be a foul ball right on top of the Bulldog dugout, and that'll ring your chime.
A catcher sets up low, or extremely low, and when you see a catcher do that, he's an athlete because to come out of that position, but with no men on base, you can do that. You can afford to kind of get down there. It just kind of missed on that pitch, left it up, and high fastball looks really attractive to a batter.
0-1's a cat on the foul from Green. Samino winds up and kicks and delivers. Oh, nice pitch.
Takes that one for a strike, but LJ, last couple of batters, I've seen them kind of go after that first pitch fastball. I mean, is that something you want to do, especially against a guy like Samino?
It may be the best pitch you see out of him because he's establishing that first strike.
0-2 the count on Green. And gets him on a low one.
And there again, you got a batter going down in the hole, 0-2, and you're at the pitcher's mercy. Samino with his 4th punch out.
I wonder if Grandpa Bill's listening to us.
Grandpa Bill in Mississippi. He is the number 1 listener in Mississippi, the entire state.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll figure it out if we start giving Meemaw's tacos away. If he chimes in and tries to win from Mississippi, which he's done. Well, Grandpa Bill's hunting out there. I know he is. Inside strike to Canyon Lake.
If you are watching on YouTube and you get on there and chat a little bit, we'll give you a little shout out.
Ty Sellers is going to take the inside pitch for a strike. That's right, Chad. 0-1's the count on Sellers. That's going to be outside just a little bit. Count goes to 1-1. Sellers playing center field for King Lake. He's fast, I will tell you that.
Catcher doing a good job of sticking that ball and just trying to remind that umpire that he really liked that pitch a lot. Not being flagrant about it, but he held it there for longer than 3 seconds.
Sticking to his opinion.
So how long can you hold the ball before it's like, you're really making the umpire mad?
Well, yeah. I think you do it on the first one for a long time, and then after that you have to get to a little shorter pause before he gets a little aggravated. He'll let you know.
I'm sure Blue will. Inside pitch, and that'll brush Sellers back. Count will go to 2-1. We haven't seen a 2-1 count on Samino in quite a while, if at all.
We saw one. There was 1 2-1 count.
Sellers working the pitcher, but yeah, you keep that hand out there, you're going to become a mime. You'll get fined, I guess, right? High.
Now, LJ, you've caught a few games in your days, right?
I have. It was a career. Let's not call it illustrious, but I have caught. I caught quite a bit. Actually, I caught a knuckleball throw, and that's why I know the pains of having to do that.
3-1 the count, 1 out for Canyon Lake Sellers. Oh, he ropes one out, and that's going to be a base hit for Sellers out into left center. Nice poke. Chad?
Oh, yeah. So maybe Sellers was sitting fastball there. He got the fastball. He got the inside pitch he wanted from Semino, and he did what good hitters do. They drive the baseball, and it was a nice line drive out to left.
You know, you like to see that out of number 9 batter now with the guy that has a really high on base percentage and probably your number 1 average. I don't know, but you really like to see Pauly with a man on base.
Left-handed Tyler Pauly. He'll throw back and put Sellers closer on the bag. Now, they picked off Pauly in the first inning, I believe it was, on a pitch over from Semino.
There's 2 things working against us on the base pass. Number 1, this guy has a move.
Yeah,
and number 2, that
shot.
catcher.
They'll play at second. It'll be an advance for Pauly, getting in Sellers to go to second.
Yep. Thought Canyon Lake might put a little hit and run on here. Good contact hitter at the plate, but ground ball, he does move the runner over. So we do have a shout out. I've got a Kimberly Semino, and this from
Miss Semino.
Yes, it's the sister of David Semino, the pitcher.
That's good. Hello, Ashley. Is that correct?
Kimberly Semino.
Kimberly Semino, and there's your brother throwing a ball right there past Lalonde. Second baseman for Canyon Lake. Coach killed a 1 and 2. I'm glad everybody from Copperas Cove is listening out there or watching. Actually, it's watching now. I keep forgetting sometimes that we've got video gear, and we didn't have that last time we were pre-COVID. But welcome everybody from Copperas Cove. It's a good game tonight. Pitcher's duel, as LJ said. LJ even predicted it from like the first inning.
A baseball Nostradamus.
You mean what'd you say, Darren?
Idiot savant.
That's right.
I just stick to the Magic 8 Ball. It's the best I can do. I got that at Spencer's in the Baybrook Mall in 1984. Count goes to 1 and 2. Simeon, impressive on the mound with the speed. I'd like to know his velocity, you know.
Well, we don't have the radar gun set up tonight, but I would guess he's probably throwing in the mid to high 80s.
Down low, and that'll be a ball. Count go to 2 and 1, 2 outs. Canyon Lake jonesing to get Sellers around third to home. A base hit would do it for Lalonde. Idiot savant. Huh. That's brutal.
Got another shout out. We got a bunch in Gilmer, Texas watching tonight.
Oh, Gilmer. Yeah, that's in East Texas, just south. Oh, high. Had to go back out of bounds. Can the first base get it? And he got it.
He made the catch.
Whoa,
wow.
Went out of my side of vision. What a play by the first baseman of the Bulldogs.
That's Martinez.
Wow.
Right there at the fence line or at the wall, and made a nice heck of a play.
Yeah, well, what a great play. As we go scoreless to the top of the 4th inning, as the Bulldogs will take to the batter's box. So Gilmer, Texas, they got a little football run last year in high school football. It's just south of Pittsburgh. Good little place. You go down the main street there, and they got all kinds of crafts and shops right by the train tracks, and been through there a few times.
Gilmer has made a lot of runs at the state playoffs, and had heralded coaches and a lot of Div 1 athletes come out of there. Several of them attended my alma mater at UT, followed the coach. But yeah, they've in the football sphere they have been remarkable.
Well, welcome everybody from Copperas Cove in Gilmer, Texas out there, and we know we have a lot of Hawk fans online. We've got a lot of Hawk fans here tonight. I'm looking out here. I'm guessing, Copperas Cove fans out here, I'm looking at probably 75 to 85 people here. We've got a soccer game going. Fredericksburg, the girls are playing over there, JV, then varsity. They got a lot of things going on at Canyon Lake as well. Got a lot of baseball on the menu, folks. I will tell you that. I believe we have 16 baseball games scheduled for the Hawks. But, hey, well, we're going to shift gears with Darren a little bit here, and because Darren loves the giveaways. He likes to work the giveaways.
Yeah, we're here in the 4th. It's time to give it away. We'll announce it in the 7th. But
yeah. So here's
excited.
Here we go. Tune up your phones. You people in Gilmer and Copperas Cove can play. It's open to anybody. You can win as many times as you want to. We're going to give away the Nutrition Shack shakes. Text us at 210-246 3345. Give us your name and who you are. Your name. And you want a Nutrition Shack shake, $10 gift certificate here in Canyon Lake.
That's a good value. Now you do have to come. You have to come down and get it. Nobody's going to send the shake to you.
We don't send things with COD maybe.
But if you win, all you got to do is show up and show your ID.
Yeah, that's right. I know Kim Moses is out there. She's jonesing for me.
Oh, she was.
Woo! 0-2's account for Schultz. Yeah, you're right. She had texted me earlier. I just ignored it like I didn't know who she was.
Yeah. Jace Johnson batting now. He's bunted his first time, moving the runner over.
And it was a good bunt. Sacrifice. 0-2's the count. Schultz is in his 5th 0-2 count. Correct me if I'm wrong, LJ. Is this it?
I don't have that stat right now, but yeah, I'd say you're right.
Foul back right into the fence here in front of us. But yeah, Nutrition Shack giveaways. Just text us at 210-246-3345 and tell us you want that Nutrition Shack shake, and we'll.
You don't even have to say anything.
No.
All you got to do is just text.
Just text.
And with your name.
With your name. Got a couple of people on the vine already. We'll take caller number. Foul right into our area here. Can't we go to 0-2 or stay at 0-2?
Don't let nutrition scare you. Those shakes are good.
Yeah,
No, don't let nutrition scare you off.
I was about to say that. It's shakes and frappuccinos, or what do you call those? Frappuccinos. Sorry about that.
No crap in it.
Yeah, there's no crap in it. It's all good stuff. It's not like a nice pitch inside. I was waiting for that. A little bit outside to go 1-2 the count. But, yeah, looks like we got a winner for one already. That's going to be Kim Moses.
She showed up.
She piled on. You read.
She called her shot.
She called the shot.
Just like Babe Ruth.
1-2 foul tip. And
no, strikeout
it. Ow. Am I sorry on that? I was trying to get these people coming in for the shakes, and their other winner. We got a couple people piling on as we talk about the Nutrition Shack. Yeah, you're right, LJ. It's not like it's that gritty stuff you used to work out with the 80s. You had to pound down with an egg and some milk. No, this is they have everything. You should look them up. They're on Facebook here in Canyon Lake, Nutrition Shack of Canyon Lake, Texas, and it's a new organization, and they've got some good food. Rope one down the line, fair ball, and McLean will throw the ball. He'll throw it, but what nice arm by McLean. Jeez.
You just saw the cannon. Now, we've seen this.
Was that Bo Jackson?
No, that's your Matthew McLean, and if you haven't seen him this year,
sweet Jesus,
he has a cannon. So
nice, right?
And I don't mean camera. I mean like howitzer.
So we've seen a couple of good plays in this inning. Dalton Stanley doing a good job. It is really hard to maintain concentration and stay on the pitch when the guy files one back in your face. So a foul tip out, great job. Then that guy comes in and just ropes one.
Wow.
Camino, the pitcher, doing a good job on the bump and at the plate. And again, we talk about good athletes. A pitcher that can come in and hit and can separate between the two is an exceptional athlete.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a nice hit.
Well, I think David Semino has a lot of fans out there because now we get to hear from Michael McPheron. Says he's Papa.
Papa.
Oh, Papa.
And if I mispronounce that name, my apologies. I mispronounced my wife's name about 3 days a week.
It's okay. Idiot savants we're held responsible for their actions. We understand.
Baseball Nostradamus.
Or that.
Strike on the outside for Schultz. Number 15 in the box for the Bulldogs. And that's Cochran.
Cochran struck out the last time.
Schultz keeping him on the bag over there with Anderson. But, yeah, no, we're glad to have everybody on board. So while we're here and we do what we do, we've had listeners in North Korea, actually North Korea. That's no kidding, right, Darren?
Not South Korea.
South Korea in the DMZ with the
North Korean,
loudspeakers.
yes, we were playing it across the DMZ.
We were played across the DMZ at one time.
Football action.
So it was South Korea and the communist North Koreans.
There were a few North Koreans.
Yeah, they were pissed.
Enjoying it.
Yeah, enjoy it. Had some Gatwick Airport, London listeners, New Mexico, Montana. We've been all over. And Grandpa Bill in Mississippi. So when we say across the fruited plains and around the globe, boy, it's legit.
And our planes are always fruited.
You know, Darren said that one time, and then you've caught that on, and they are fruited. By golly. High pop fly. It's going to be a foul ball. Can anybody get
Anderson giving chase at the wall, and
no pun, but was that Chase or was that Hunter?
That was Hunter.
That was Hunter. Okay. Thought you were making a pun on words you play there. Foul ball 0-2.
One thing that's characteristic about this particular ball field, Corey, is that we have extremely deep foul territory.
You do.
All the way around.
You could land a 747 right in front of me.
I'm not sure about a 747, but I guarantee I could park a Cessna right here.
Yeah.
C-130.
Yeah, C-130 with some JATO rockets on it. I'll tell you what, when you light those JATO rockets, you're going to be put back in your chair.
I was driving back from Houston today, and I passed a truck that had rockets attached to it. I was thinking, for the love of God, please stay in your lane.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Shot
that
deep left.
Driven
that
deep.
Is going deep. Back. Inside hits the wall. McLean will throw it in, and oh my gosh.
I'm going to tell you something.
From the wall to third base.
There is no way that guy should not have scored unless you've got a guy in left field that absolutely has a cannon.
Yeah, McLean got hurt.
McLean got hurt a little bit, but brings that ball in. That was an amazing play, but he is really holding that arm right now.
What a shot by number 15, and that all the way to the fence. Cochran pounded the ball to help out with McLean, but McLean, he's saying he's all right, but I'll tell you what, folks, he stood on the warning track and threw it directly to third base. Left center. I don't know what that yardage would be, LJ. You were out here with the field logistics and measurements, but that's a long throw.
Well, for the sake of argument, let's just call it 355, 360 to left center. So, take off 90 feet. He just.
Well, Schultz made a little bit of a mistake there. He had him 1-2, and it kind of thought he might go to that outside curveball this time, and he left a fastball right over the middle, and that time Cochran made him pay.
Yeah, and Chad, it really is. It's just one pitch or one misplacement or one thing, but probably not a mistake. Just maybe a bad pitch selection. But all to say this, Schultz, who's throwing exceptionally well, is doing a really good job of command and athletic plays out in left center keep you in the ball game. We're still 0-0. We got 1 out, and we can still go to work here.
Dylan Martinez, the batter for the Bulldogs, man on third and second.
Well, Escamilla will pull the infield in.
Inside.
I think he recognizes how close this game may be, and 1 run may be the difference in the game today. So not wanting to let a run score here. He's pulled him in.
1 ball, no strikes. And right you are. The infield is in. Schultz. And they take him on that. The count will go to 1-1.
The curveball has just been amazing tonight. He just can't lay off of it.
Bulldogs looking to pull one out here with 1 out. Top of the 4th, Schultz down low and away. Count will go to 2-1. Top of the 4th inning.
Martinez struck out looking at the last at bat. I like the call by Escamilla to pull in the infield and try to get this play here. We don't know what this guy's done with the baseball this year.
Oh, very Chad.
Broke it off again. And that time, got another knee buckle.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Schultz's curve is working immaculately.
Let's see if he goes to it one more time. He did. And that's his 7th strikeout.
What a pitcher's duel it has become. 2 outs, 2 men on. Up next, the batter for the Bulldogs is number 4, and that's Radigan.
Everybody back to regular depth. This ball went deep out to McLean on the last at bat.
Schultz looking to dig himself out, ball inside.
And that was pitch number 51 from Schultz. Unofficially.
No, it's probably official. I might have missed a couple talking.
Low and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. So at 51 thereabouts, right, pitches. Do you think he's feeling it at this point? What's he got in the tank?
Well, you know, it's early in the season, so your arm's not in great shape, but Schultz is a proven pitcher. He's been throwing a long time. I would expect that he could probably go 80, 85 and still be okay.
3 balls, no strikes. I don't think Schultz has been this far in the count, behind in this count.
Well, he may be working away from him after he roped the ball into left last time.
Down the middle.
I say that, and he comes right at him.
First base is open, so if he walks him, you put you in a tough situation, but you got a place for the runner to go.
2 outs, 3-1 is the count. Fouled right into Chad and knocks his water over.
That actually knocked my water bottle over. Wow.
Wow.
That's what you get for talking about
through the cage.
This batter and the predicament that he's in.
Speaking of Harry Doyle.
Inside hit batter. Then he'll put bases will be full.
So look, you know that you got an empty base over there. You try to go back with the curveball that kind of hung on him and left him a little bit, but still now you got to force it any bag. You know, there are a lot of plays that you can make here, and with the bases juice, it's dangerous. But there's also a lot of opportunity to dig out here.
Yep.
2 outs, top of the 4th, bases are loaded.
This ball was a ground ball back to Schultz on the last at bat.
So, yep, that's the third baseman, Antonio Espinoza.
Bases juiced. Foul tip. Schultz will be happy with that one. Well, we're glad to have everybody out there. Knows a lot of Hawks listening. We have some winners for the Nutrition Shack, and we'll give you those winners at the 7th inning stretch. A couple innings, we'll go out for the Meemaw's Taco giveaway here shortly as well. The coveted Meemaw's Taco. Inside strike. Wow.
There's the fastball. 0-2. Let's see what Schultz will dial up here.
Will he go back to the curve?
He did, and he went.
That's it.
Number 8.
Wow.
That
8
is
strikeouts on the night.
Exceptional play.
Canyon Lake gets out of a hole with the bases loaded. Schultz works it out.
And nice job by Dalton Stanley just digging in and fielding that ball, even though, there's not a chance for an out over on first. Bases are juiced. No place to put him.
Well, you had 2 outs, so if that ball gets away from Stanley, everybody's running.
That's right.
So if he doesn't stop that ball and block it, and that gets back to the screen, you don't get out of the inning. A run scores from third, and you're in the same situation with Stanley getting down and digging that one out.
Yeah, we got a camera.
Yeah, here's a little note. The ball down in the dirt, Stanley digs it out but makes the catch. So it is not a dropped third. It would have been a wild pitch. Had he dropped that ball, had he just blocked it up and dropped it, then it would have been a drop third. On a 2-out play, even though there's an occupant at first, you have a drop third play, and the catcher would throw him out at first. But because the ball was in the dirt and he caught it on the swing, it is not a drop third. So excellent job by Dalton Stanley just then.
Good point. Good baseball point. You've earned your keep. Good point of view.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what Darren said a while ago, but hey,
Idiot savant, I think. But I'm still going with baseball Nostradamus.
Baseball Nostradamus, the book of. But glad to have everybody from Gilmer and everybody over there, Darren.
All right. Baseball Nostradamus.
That's what he's going to call himself. We'll go with that this season.
What did he call in football? He was the farmer almanac or something over there.
All I remember last time we had the Goodfellas of College of something about Gonzales and Good Fellowship College. That's the last thing I can remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I did talk about that.
Yeah.
That was at a soccer game.
That was in Gonzales, Texas.
Yeah,
a lot of good barbecue in Gonzales.
Yeah, I think my wife would call me the Christmas turkey because I'm full of stuffing.
Well, that's what we'll say on the air. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. Hint,
that was from our Wide World of Sports series doing soccer.
That's right.
Girls soccer is playing over Fredericksburg right now. I'll try to get a score for it, but you're right. Here comes the pitcher, Tanner Schultz, up to bat. Bottom of the fourth inning, tied up 0-0.
Schultz struck out in his first at bat.
Tags on high to the right side to be out of bounds. First baseman should have this one, and he does. It's 2 in the out of bounds territory for the first baseman. 4.
Yeah, twice that
the Dogs
first baseman has had to go to work over there and done a good job of having field awareness and knowing where he is on the field.
Here comes McLean.
Well, Semino with only 38 pitches to this point. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Foul tip back into the net.
You know, as a coach, you like that, Chad. When you see a guy go out there, you know, you're getting late in the game. You know he's your ace. He throws a 1 pitch. You know, a low pitch count right now bodes well for the Copperas Cove Bulldogs.
Semino delivers. That'll be just outside and low to the behest of the crowd of the Bulldog Nation.
They got on the ump there, but even the catcher gave a little signal like, hey, that was out.
A little bit outside. 1-1 is a count, 1 out.
Well, he's developing a rapport with the umpire.
Yes. Ooh, big pitch and big cut.
You'll see a catcher do that throughout the game. You know, they'll start having conversations and you know, you do that to try to get an idea of where he is and what he likes.
Suck up to the ump.
Sucking up. Well, they're not talking about My Fair Lady, that's for sure. 1-2, and he goes down low after chasing. What a pitch by Semino getting McLean to do that.
I'm sorry, that was building rapport.
Building rapport.
Okay.
There you go.
I apologize.
5 punch-outs for Semino.
9?
5.
I'm sorry. 5. Williams up next, Griffin Williams. And that's a DH. Big boy.
Well, here's the sophomore you don't want to leave a fastball over the middle of the plate to.
No, he got hit by a pitch last time up, got on base, took a strike there. But, yeah, you're exactly right, Chad. You get a hold of one of those, and I've seen him put a few out of this park at practice.
Leaves one up for a called strike. That wasn't his pitch.
Takes a step off the mound.
You know,
2 outs.
As a coach, you're talking a lot about what you're looking for at different situations. The no pitch, you're looking for one right down Broadway, a mistake.
I'll be a little bit outside. Count goes to 1-1, but you're right.
A good swing on a bad pitch generally gets a bad result, and so you don't want to put a swing on a pitch that you can't do much with.
Bottom of the fourth here for Canyon Lake. Canyon Lake hadn't got a player past second base. And that's a high cut. High pitch. Got him to take it, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, Williams looking for the fastball. That one was probably a little too high upstairs for him, but when you can get one in your zone, like any good hitter, you try and make the pitcher pay. But Semino has been flawless to this point.
Oh, and big cut. Good pitch again. Semino has thrown that low down ball to get a few of the Canyon Lake batters to go after it. Kudos to Semino.
That's a 9-pitch inning, gentlemen.
Well, I don't know how much depth pitching-wise, Copperas Cove has. But if Samino can have 9 pitch innings, he's capable of going the distance here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's really sitting pretty well over halfway through on frames, and at 46 pitches, you got to believe that he's a kid that can go 75, 80 pitches without problem. So they're battling it out. And when you see that many zeros up on the board, you really know that you have a baseball game.
Boy, I'm telling you, pitcher's duel, as LJ said in the first inning. We're going to the top of the 5th.
Yep, Copperas Cove, no runs on 3 hits. Canyon Lake, no runs on 1 hit. So we're seeing a strong pitching match here.
Well, Canyon Lake at 5-1 has just got out of a San Antonio tournament. They got third.
They got third. They came back after a 1-run loss to South San Antonio to beat Veterans Memorial, and stuck with it. And I'll tell you, the pre-district, I like the way that Escamilla has scheduled these teams, these good teams, because you want 1-run ball games. Iron sharpens iron, and especially in baseball, the mental game that you have to develop, going into district against a really good district baseball group is important. And so, I like the fact that he's challenging them early with some of these good baseball teams.
Here comes number 10, the batter. It's Camise.
Camise struck out in his first plate appearance, and he takes strike 1 here.
Early in the season for both teams, as all the teams in baseball. Well, that was an interesting pitch, Chad.
Came back with the curveball, got a little foul tip. Stanley held on to it. It's in a hole, 0-2. And we'll see what Schultz can do.
Outside, he can't go to 1-2. Schultz with 9 strikeouts tonight, and a number of those have started off the 0-2 count.
I think officially we got him at 8. 8. Well, there's number 9 right there. You
Ah,
called
see?
it. Maybe you're the Nostradamus.
Maybe I'm the Nostradamus.
Baseball Nostradamus.
I'll just
call your shot.
I'll be Bill Casey instead.
That's a super big out at the number 8 hole going into, a lineup at the top that we know has been capable of hitting the baseball and hitting it a long way. Showing bunt again. He's done this before on the last at bat.
Yeah, this was 7. Garcia, he flew down the line, and we saw Hunter Anderson do the old splits.
Sure did. Boy, did he ever.
I never put that child in gymnastics.
He was as limber as a monkey, I can tell you that. It's 2. Now, he squared around a bunt last time, like you said, and he took a strike on the first pitch when he squared around. He's done the same here. 0-2 again for Schultz.
Yeah, he won't be bunting here. That's just a fake. You don't want to foul off a third strike. He struck him out anyways. Yeah, and that's punch out number 10.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 1. And that's going to be Sanders. And Sanders got on base at the first hit of the game, in the first inning.
He hit a long single on the very first pitch of the game, way out to McLean, and then struck out looking in the last at bat. But without runners on, that helps you a lot. It gives you a little confidence for your pitcher.
2 outs for Canyon Lake. Pitcher's duel. Schultz is still on.
I watched Schultz pitch now for 3 years in both summer ball and here in high school, and I can tell you this kid has a tendency to get stronger as the night goes on. I've seen him throw 3 complete games, almost throw a no-hitter. So people look up and see the scoreboard 68 pitches, and you're thinking, oh no, but really, he's still throwing.
Oh, nice pitch by Schultz. Count goes to 1-2.
Yeah, you're right, LJ. Doesn't look like he's lost much on the fastball, and the curveball has still been his out pitch right now. Let's see if we see it here. The 1-2. Curveball. He tried it. Just a little low.
Brandon's going to be strong on the ready ice tonight for Tanner. He's going to need to ice that elbow a lot. That many curveballs can be tough.
Well, when your pitch is working, you stay with it. Here's the 2-2. Curveball laced
off.
Foul down the right side.
71 pitches tonight. You talk about icing him, and Chad's mentioning the fact that you stay with, the one that brought you to the dance. And so I guess the question I had a while ago when he was in his 50 count, how much has he got in the tank? And LJ saying he gets better as time goes on. So, and that's coming from Baseball Nostradamus.
Sanders just gets a piece of it. It's 2-2 still.
2-2, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. A pitcher's duel has ensued opening night here at Canyon Lake High School. Visiting Bulldogs from Copperas, Cove, and a few people from Gilmer. And,
well, the more pitches you battle off either club, you can get Schultz and Semino to maybe get their pitch counts up. And then maybe we can – and the hope is that you get to see somebody that doesn't have the stuff that Schultz or Semino has. Now, I know the Hawks have lots of arms in their bullpen.
They do. But, you're also looking forward to the weekend where you've got at least 5 baseball games that you're going to play.
And that's a lot of games. 3-2 the count. Schultz inside, misses with it, and hit it walking. And that's the second walk tonight for Schultz. Am I off on that count? I'm going by a little memory here. Don't have my stats in front of me.
That'll bring up the left fielder, number 22, Jace Johnson.
I think that was a hit by pitch. I mean, you can tell when the umpire calls a dead ball immediately. It's not a walk. So it may have clipped a shirt sleeve or something. I don't know.
There's a
grounded over to Baker, over to Anderson, and they're out of the inning.
Wow.
Anderson with another split and a huge cannon. That was that Paulie?
That's Hayden Baker.
Hayden Baker
coming across on third.
Third
it really
base.
makes a play up on the ball. Nice
I had my
job.
head down. I looked up, and there was all kind of action going on. Well, we'll go to the bottom of this 5th inning. It's tied 0-0. Some defensive play by Canyon Lake on the infield and pitcher's duel. If you like a pitcher's duel, well, you've got one tonight, that's for sure. Got some winner from the Nutrition Shack. We'll say at the top of the inning. We'll go to a break real quick, and we'll come right back.
.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. No matter how large or small, how simple or complex your project may be, call on PaulSawyerSeptics.com. They'll meet all of your on-site sewage system needs. Give them a ring at 830-935-4936. Again, that's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com. Installing systems that last a lifetime.
Hey, Hawk fans, did you know that not only is Hawk Country a fantastic place to live, but Comal County and surrounding areas are amongst the fastest growing areas in the entire country? If you or someone you know is considering buying or selling any type of real estate, call your Hawk Strong Realtor, Steve Crisp. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is very knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hawk Country. Steve is a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Don Johnson Company, located right here in Canyon Lake, home of the Mighty Hawks. Whether you're interested in selling or buying, let Steve go to work for you, furnishing all the information needed to make an educated real estate transaction. Due to the strong real estate market, our property here in Hawk Country has and continues to appreciate in value. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830-832-0257. That's 830-832-0257. Go Hawks!
And we're back, Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Voice of the Hawks coming to you live from Canyon Lake, Texas, the Hawk baseball field. Visiting Copperas Cove Bulldogs. And a pitcher's duel from Semino and the Canyon Lake Hawks pitcher, Tanner Schultz. And it is tied 0-0. And it is a pitcher's duel, as we said earlier in the game. Opening night here, we got a big crowd here tonight. Soccer going on over there, Fredericksburg and is in town playing with the girls soccer, and we're putting on the show. Darren's producing the show. You'll hear him make snide comments every once in a while, across the wall as it is, and LJ is over here giving us the facts and stats and the baseball Nostradamus.
Snide, that's a negative connotation. I think I'm a little better than snide, but
Yeah. There's Semino and Anderson on the first baseman up to bat, left-hander. Semino is 46 pitches. And Anderson fouls one over to probably the football field, I'm sure. Don't want to pick that one up off the soccer field during the game.
I'm going to call them nuggets of wisdom here.
Nuggets of wisdom.
I don't know about snide comment.
Nuggets of wisdom.
Anderson long fly out to center field on the last at bat. Goes after a high fast one. Probably, just trying to establish something early with Semino.
Down low the ball goes. It'll be 1-1. Yeah, you're right. He did. I just got a message from Grandpa Bill. He is out there in Columbus, Mississippi, listening, and he's got his popcorn.
He does. He's probably not on the back porch. It was a little cool for that.
A little cool for that. I'm sure he's in his Lazy Boy recliner and his Magnavox TV. Anderson again fouls one back, staying alive.
He might have gone for some boiled peanuts tonight.
Maybe.
Well, I went across to get a score on the soccer game.
Uh-huh.
Fredericksburg is up 3-2 on the Canyon Lake girls with 17 minutes to go. But Hunter Anderson doesn't get credit for the goal, but his foul ball when I walked over there went into the net.
I just said that.
Okay.
I just said they're going to have to get that one off the soccer field.
Yeah, it
Ball
went
outside.
into the goal.
Well, see, now that's two I've called.
That's two you called.
I'm Bill Casey. Baseball Nostradamus. Bill Casey.
I'm passing my torch.
Counts 2-2, no outs. Anderson hanging tough with Semino. Here comes the kick and the deliver. And Anderson looks one low and gets him. Semino with the magic. Semino went out 9 pitches last inning, right? And at that pace, he could last all night. Here's a catcher, Dalton Stanley up.
For those listening, we have a little video feed issue, so stand by with us. We're trying to get back on it.
I've been asleep at the wheel. You watched this. Well, you missed a strikeout. Is what you missed.
Yeah, there was a kind of low and inside pitch to Hunter, and he didn't like it, but the umpire liked it enough to say, "See you next time."
Yeah, 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Semino still in control of his game. Fastball down the middle. He had a lot of velocity on that one, Chad. Like you said, we don't have the gun, but that had a little juice on it.
Oh, I think the video's returned.
And we're back.
Kicking the delivery down. Oh, high over his head. And Dalton Stanley's 6'2", 6'3". That went over his head.
That had a little Ebbie Calvin on it right there. That's when you turn to the batter and say, I would not dig in if I were you.
No. Well, bottom of the 7th inning, the 7th inning stretch. When we do that, we'll give the winners the Nutrition Shack. After this inning, we're going to go with the Meemaw's Taco giveaway. Anybody can play.
Well, bottom of the 7th would be end of the game, so you might want to do it early now.
Yeah, 7th inning stretch.
And this game is moving along at a rapid pace.
I'm telling you. Bottom of the 5th right now. As soon as count at 3-1, 1 out, Stanley backs out, switch balls out.
Got a couple of people reporting about no video, but if you keep chatting there, letting us know. I believe we're back on.
We're back on.
Okay.
We're back on. That was a pilot error. I'll call that the idiot savant on the board.
Semino with the pitch, down strike, fastball. And he loves to throw that. When he gets behind, Chad, he loves to go to that pitch.
He does, and Stanley didn't like the call, but he should know that because he's been catching Schultz all night, and that ball on the corner has been a strike all night tonight.
Yeah, that was the same pitch to Hunter Anderson earlier, too. That was also a called strike.
Standing that like and backing out. 3-2's count, 1 out.
But that's something you got to do as a hitter. You got to know what the strike zone is. And for every umpire, it can be a little different. Some like them low, some high, corners.
Cimino inside. That'll be a walk for Cimino. Now, I don't have my abacus, and I'm getting old, but I think this is probably his first walk of the night.
It is his first. We've got a pinch hitter here.
Coming in is number 20 for Canyon Lake, doing some pitch hitting, and that's going to be Gunnar Walker.
You're also going to see a courtesy runner for the catcher. Not sure who it's going to be.
It's going to be not going to be Williams.
Well, Escamilla likes to use a lot of different people in this position. He really works for speed.
And
it's going to be Peyton McMullen, who's his go-to guy, who came out of the bullpen, by the way, warming up to come run bases. Peyton, who is the tallest member of the team, fleet of foot, and you really like him over there on first base, especially with a guy that's got this kind of move, because that extra length gets him back to the base a lot quicker.
Well,
he's also your starting quarterback and your starting center for the basketball team.
He was a 3-year starter at quarterback for Canyon Lake Hawks. You're absolutely right. And the center for a basketball team, Chad, is up on his game tonight. We haven't got a nickname for Chad yet, but we're waiting.
It'll come.
Well, I've been called just about everything in the book, so whatever you want to call me, it'll stick.
Yep. Cool, crisp night, low tonight, somewhere around the mid-low 30s. I'm telling you right now, it's 49 degrees if it's not 38. Somebody's going to get a number watch. I said that.
53.
53 degrees. I'll call malarkey on that one. I just went through Snowbid, and I can tell you what cold is.
Well, Escamilla going into the well here. He wants to get Walker a big at-bat here. He has come up big in a couple of situations this year early on. Let's see if he can do something here against Cimino.
Oh, big cut by Walker.
Yeah, a little behind there. But, sometimes it's difficult when you've been sitting on the bench and your number gets called and you got to face somebody that has the velocity that Cimino does.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if Gunner can do something. McMullen with a small lead off at first.
High ball. Count 1-1, 1 out.
Something we've seen out of Cimino tonight that I find impressive is he's changed his delivery cadence quite a bit. A lot of times at bat or on deck, you're trying to time him up, especially with a guy that throws as fast. And so you're trying to your load is in accordance to his cadence, and he changes that a lot, keeping people off balance.
Oh, outside, got him swinging. Count goes to 1-2.
Well, this might be a situation where you might see McMullen run. 1-2, maybe Escamilla may be thinking he's throwing a curveball. Maybe he can get one in the dirt. Maybe McMullen can get a stolen base here.
Game within a game. Chess,
it is.
Not checkers.
Not a big lead, though. And Cimino's just got a wicked pickoff move at first.
He does. He's faster than the Roadrunner. I guarantee you that. One and two's the count, 1 out. Cimino, Gunnar Walker looking to get a base hit. Give Canyon Lake a little chance at it.
Call time.
Yeah, I thought he was, and he did not. Inside.
Well, you did see the curveball. Might have been a pitch to run on, but 2-2, you got Sellers on deck. Let's see what Escamilla dials up here. Let's see if Walker can dial something up.
McMullen off the bag just a little further than he was a while ago, about a foot or so.
And he's going.
Swing. There goes McMullen, and he'll get underneath the
And McMullen's in there.
Nice steal by McMullen right under the pitch. Good throw by the catcher. Walker will go down, and it'll be 2 outs for Canyon Lake. McMullen makes the scamp over to second base, and that puts a man in scoring position on a base hit.
Yeah, and Lopez didn't like the call. He's going to come out and talk to the umpire. But McMullen, nice slide, got under the tag.
Yeah, anybody watching at home would have seen he got well underneath the tag.
That's coming from the producer and cameraman and the chief name insulter.
Well, and that's another thing about a guy that's at that kind of speed and height. When you put a tag up, the shortstop's coming down the line a little bit to make that play. When you put that tag up on him, his feet are going to get to the base. It's just a high tag. He got underneath it. It was a good call by the ump. Well executed by the catcher and the shortstop, but it was a good call.
You said it right, LJ. He's got long legs. So if you are going to tag high, those legs are going to get under there.
Got real long legs.
Yeah.
When football, we talked about that. He could hide the ball real well. He had long hands, long fingers, and when he got rolling, you didn't really know how fast he was rolling because he had such long strides, just like UT's old quarterback Vince Young. And you look at him, you're like, he's not moving, but man, he's gaining a lot of yards with those legs.
Austin, Texas, baby.
Austin, Texas. 2 outs for Canyon Lake.
Let's see if Sellers can produce.
He had a base hit in the second inning, I believe.
Yep. He owns the only hit tonight for the Hawks. Yep. Maybe he can own the second hit, and we can see a run here.
Ty Sellers, center field. He has got wheels. Sellers takes one. 0-1.
He's looking for that fastball right off the gun, and he got it. He just didn't connect with it.
One's the count, bottom of the fifth. Oh, Semino.
Same spot. I mean, he's just locating his pitches.
Yeah.
Semino is really on. I mean, he's what everybody would say is dealing tonight.
Yeah, he is definitely
well, both
dealing.
pitchers are dealing. Semino's got 8 strikeouts. Schultz has got 10.
Oh,
and there's number 9 for Semino.
Semino, wow. Well, Semino gets him out, and his pitch count went up to 65, 66. And I'll tell you, both pitchers in the upper bracket.
Well, through 5 innings, 65 pitches, like you said. Schultz on the other side, 75 pitches. Both of these guys can go a lot longer, and they're keeping their pitch count down. And you may see I don't know, we may be going extras tonight.
Well, before we do, though, I can't take it any longer. Talking about going long, I can't take it any longer. We're going to give some Meemaw's Tacos away.
You got to do it.
Yeah. So text me that you want your Meemaw's Tacos at 210-246-3345.
3345.
Text to that number and say, I want my Meemaw's Tacos. We'll take the first couple of people who show up that quick.
I tell you what, I could use a taco right now. Maybe that and a cup of coffee. It's starting to get a little brisk out here.
I wish I was a taco. I'd sit under that warmer.
Meemaw's got this burrito thing, right? I call it the depth charge. It's about like that. It's like a fire plug, and it is full. I don't know what it is. I ordered it one time, and my God, did I want to go get on the couch.
Food coma.
Woo! I forget what that is. I call it the depth charge is all I can remember.
What's in it?
I just said I was real hungry one day, and she goes, "This will fill you up." A little girl behind the counter is very nice. I think Madison Blackburn. She graduated a couple years ago. She goes, "Eat this, Mr. Martelli." And I said, okay, I ordered that. And man, I got back in the back there and went, "Oof." Just telling you want the depth charge, and it'll take care of you. Strike the batter up. That's number 13 for.
Yep, that's your pitcher, David Semino.
Number 3 hitter.
Mano here. Pitcher on pitcher. Schultz at 76 pitch count. 0-1. Oh, Schultz. That
froze him.
Schultz and Semino are matching one another here. I mean, with the strikeouts, they're both batting third in the lineup. There's a lot of similarities tonight between these two, especially on the mound.
Absolutely.
Semino with a shot to left field hit the ball long and hard. I kind of like the off-speed stuff against him, keep him off balance.
The 0-1 popped up foul. Baker giving chase lots of room. Coming back. Yeah, just
Baker
couldn't
might
get
have
it.
lost that in the lights, but good effort by Baker over the playing third base. He gunned one over to first an inning or two ago.
You guys talked about the foul territory. I mean, it's astronomically wide over there. But fields that you're used to playing on, you're expecting the fence where that ball was.
That's exactly right. The fence is so far away that nobody can tell them where the fence is.
And, sometimes it can hurt you.
Yeah. 0-2 count. Schultz in the dirt. But,
It's a good
we do
pitch
have
to throw
wide
away.
out of bounds over here, and a lot of room behind the catcher as well. Oh, 0-2 count here to Semino, off speed.
Another curveball.
Should go to 1-2.
1-2.
Should be 2-2, right?
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
got 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I do too. I looked at the board and said.
This will be pitch number 80 for Schultz.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and Semino wants to back out, reload his thoughts.
Asked for time, was granted it.
This is kind of a Tom and Jerry thing. You see this happen a lot, especially when the pitcher's batting against the pitcher. They'll confuse each other. And there it was. Oh, nice curveball.
Count goes full.
I'm taking a look around. I don't see anybody warming up in the bullpen for the Hawks. And nobody seems to be warming up for Copperas Cove either. So it looks like it's going to be Schultz and Semino.
Base shot. Can it bloop? Oh! The second baseman.
Lalonde coming over.
Lalonde. He jammed him on inside. I thought it took off quicker than it did, being right behind him.
Yeah, I think Lalonde, it confused Lalonde too. It looked like it was a hard shot off the bat. Wound up being a little blooper, and Lalonde raced over and scooped it up.
We got our Weemoss Tacos.
We got people up now. McMullen's getting up with Anderson over in the bullpen, so they are going to try to liven that arm up a little bit. Escamilla rightfully calls time, goes out. He's going to buy a little time for a guy to get warm just in case.
Yeah.
With one out, and so I think you get 2 visits to the mound. The second one you have to make a replacement, but this is a good time to go out and talk and ask him what flavor gum you like, see what he's feeling like.
Well, Coach Escamilla is definitely not sprinting out there.
No,
he sauntered.
Sauntered,
something of a stroll to the mound. But and strolling back, as a good coach would do, he's literally buying time, but he's also wanting to make sure that Tanner knows he's got his back.
Yeah.
And there's a number of discussions that go on. That Facebook cartoon the other day was funny, and that pitcher, the coach walks out, and the pitcher goes, "How come you never come out here to tell me I'm doing a good job?"
That's right. Well, we do have a winner for Meemaw's Tacos. We'll announce that here in just a moment, so you can stop calling. You may be the winner. I don't know. We'll let you know. A lot of people call for those Meemaw's Tacos. Here comes Schultz. One out.
As they should.
As they should.
There's the bunt.
Nice bunt. Schultz grabs it, guns it over to first, and they'll get him.
And that's fielding your position. Schultz, like a cat, off the mound. Snatched it up over to first.
Again, athleticism. You'd like to see good athletes playing baseball, and gets in there and just subtle notes of baseball here.
Well, did Coach Escamilla go out to the mound and say, "Hey, Tanner, your pitch count is getting a little high. Just throw one pitch and get one out"?
It could have been. It was a.
Nice pitch.
Calmed
by
him down,
Schultz.
and now he's grooving again. Did a good job on that next pitch.
Number 15, the batter over there, and that's Cochran. And he'll foul one off, go to 0-2 on the count. Girls softball batting cage. 0-2 on the count. I've seen a lot from Schultz tonight. I don't know how many times, but it's been up there quite a bit.
Well, three hits given up.
Jammed it.
There's
Lalonde.
over. Got him.
And that's out.
Well, 10 strikeouts, only 3 hits. Schultz no walks either. He is in command. But so is Semino, so let's see what happens.
You know, we saw a lot of good baseball. Everybody says, well, that was kind of a boring inning, but we saw a lot of things that were kind of interesting. You know, there is a lot of work done on a ball hit short in the infield off a bunt like that, and it starts with communication from the catcher. I got it, you got it. Stanley's talking to Schultz. Schultz takes the ball. He rightfully has the ball. But then you're also talking to first base, and you're saying inside, outside. You got to know where you're throwing the ball. So they line him up inside of the base. The reason they do that is they're trying to, one, avoid a collision, and two, protect that baseball. If that runner hits that baseball, it falls out of the glove. That guy's safe on first, and Anderson does a good job of snap grabbing the ball and getting out of the way, lining up on the inside. The mechanics of baseball just thrill me, so there's so much to see. And I'm going to keep describing it for you. I may not be a savant, but I do have the ability to talk a lot.
Well, you're exactly right with what you just said. And it's a tough play for anybody who's charging to field a bunt because you're sprinting in as fast as you can. You got to make a bullet throw over to first. And communication helps ease the mind of the person that's trying to make that play.
That's right.
Well, we got some winners here. We're going to go ahead and announce them. We're going to just go down the list and get this over with.
Are they sending you funny texts, Corey? Y'all are laughing.
Well, so
you're either laughing at me, which
I'm not.
I would fully understand.
I was quiet because I was busy tallying.
Yeah.
Tallying.
Figuring.
So the winner of the Nutrition Shack, Kim Moses and Devin Hooper. Now, the Hoopers cleaned up during soccer.
I know that name.
Yeah.
They won a lot.
They racked them up, dude. I'm telling you. So your name will be down to Nutrition Shack. Go by and get you one $10 gift certificate. Kim Moses comes in again at Meemaw's Tacos and gets her $8.
Wow.
Yeah, so Kim Moses is out there. She's Dial-O-Matic.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's a double play right there.
It's
a
double
play.
Hey, that's a new one. It's a double play. You can get a double play. Hey. But the fifth one is what kills me. I'm showing Darren. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is, 5.
It's exciting.
And it is Kimberly Semino.
Oh, she called in.
Right here. Kimberly's the fifth one.
Yeah.
The
sister of David Semino.
Winner taco dinner.
She wins Meemaw's Tacos. Can you believe that? We like it when people win out of town, and you got to come down and redeem your certificate.
So if you're down in the Canyon Lake area on the north side of the lake, and the Hancock Center is where that's at, the Hancock Center. It's across from Brookshire Brothers if you haven't been down there. But great breakfast tacos.
The hole-in-the-wall shop.
It's wonderful.
Polly 0-1 on the count. And Semino still delivering. Wow.
He's dialing it up.
He has got to be a UPS driver because he's getting it.
He's got 67 pitches here going into the bottom of the sixth.
So congratulations on that. Just go into Meemaw's Tacos, and they're going to have your name. Down low in the dirt, can't go to 1 and 2, but if you get into Canyon Lake, Miss Stanino, then you just go into Meemaw's Tacos, look them up. You can Google them, whatever you want to do, and walk in and say, hey, here's my ID. I am who I am. They'll have your name behind the counter. Simple as that. You can take your $8 and eat with it right now, or save it until, Nostradamus predicts the end of the earth.
Winner taco dinner right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, good job and congratulations, and to the Hooper family and Kim Moses as well. And Kim and Troy are going to eat those tacos. I think Troy will talk the tacos and Kim take the shake. I know Troy.
She hit the double play.
Yeah, Troy will get the tacos. You watch. But we have Harper's Law.
That's true. If he's in the room, he deserves it.
Yes.
If he wasn't.
Harper's Law.
I'm not sure.
2-2 count. Paulie lets one go. It'll be 3-2. So the Harper's Law, if you don't know, let me explain that to you. If you're in the room helping get these tacos, you're speed dialing with people in the room.
You deserve a part of the.
You deserve part of the catch.
Part of the loot.
Yeah, part of the loot. So if Troy's over there and his lazy boy and Kim wins, then Troy gets part of her tacos. That's the way it goes.
Wow, that's huge.
That is big, LJ. Just as you called it, leadoff man, on base, something we have rarely seen tonight from either ball club.
That's right, and a leadoff man that is actually the leadoff man, on the base twice. Well, had an unfortunate result in the first inning, and he got picked off. I guarantee you that's not going to happen again. We've kind of figured out this guy can actually throw the ball to the plate and to first base super effectively.
Expect the bunt here from Lalonde. Third base coming in. Espinoza creeping up as he should. Lalonde gets it down perfectly, moves him over, and that's a great job. That's what you want.
Man moves over. Paulie takes second base. We appreciate everybody calling in. Mike McMullen was one person that played the game but didn't win, and Coach Gallagher as well. Janice Pauly in Kansas, she also played the game, and we appreciate everybody out there, and those are the people. But every time we go on the air, we'll give away those combinations, 2 Meemaw $8 gift certificates and two $10 gift certificates from Nutrition Check every time. So it's a lot of chances to win. You just gotta listen to win. And the Hoopers have become the Piranhas.
Well, they're the Padies of 2021.
They are.
Escamilla playing small ball, and I like it.
Big swing by Schultz.
Yep. Augie Garrido was the king of small ball and lived on it. He insisted that everybody on his baseball team was capable of bunting and hitting into a hit and run. Manufacturing runs when you've got zeros across the board is critical in this. One thing, just one little tweak can make an adjustment and cause a different outcome on the game. So, again, we're playing chess.
We are.
Yep. Good lead by Pauly at second. Pitch.
Oh, and I'll tell you.
Good job of digging it out by Cochran. You don't want Pauly to get over to third.
You beat me
with
to
one
it,
out.
Chad. You're definitely right on that. Wow. What a good effort.
Well, and if you miss a ball, now you got to go at every bit of 15 yards to get back to the to the backstop, and so you give a guy at least one base, and there have been times if it gets squirrely back here, you can give him two.
1-1 is the count. Schultz takes one high, ball goes 2-1. Little dugout action over there for Canyon Lake. Giving them all they can over there. So
had the mom of the pitcher come by. She's celebrating with her daughter the taco.
Miss
win.
Camino?
Yes,
she's here.
She's here.
She's right.
That was her daughter that won, and that was sister to the.
All right.
So she's checking out, want to know exactly how to redeem those.
We have a winner.
Yeah.
So we got somebody of the Semino family away watching.
Yes,
winning
sister.
The mom over here.
Yes. Supporting her son.
It's a triad.
And he's dealing.
Oh, base
There's
hit.
A base hit. Pauly
There
got a
goes
late
Pauly.
break, and Escamilla's going to have to hold him. Yeah. Pauly had to hesitate because didn't know if that ball was going to get through or not, and then that was just enough to keep him from scoring. But Schultz delivering, probably going to get a courtesy runner here for the pitcher, I would imagine.
Oh, absolutely.
Schultz helping his own cause there. One out.
That was a well-executed play on both sides. A ball hit like that, it's going to freeze a runner. He's coming up behind it. You're trying to avoid contact. We're going to see McMullen again. He is kind of the courtesy runner du jour.
Du jour.
Yeah.
Where's that?
What's the soup du jour? I don't know, but they have it every day.
That's right.
Well, you see Schultz come back to the dugout, and he's meted by his teammates, all congratulating him on the base hit.
Well,
and you like to see that.
You do. Little pep in Canyon Lake, and now it's
McLean time.
It's McLean time, and it's the Bulldogs feeling the pinch a little bit when they had Canyon Lake with the bases loaded, and it's a tight game, as you said. You had mentioned a while ago playing small ball and wanting Escamilla wanting to get somebody on base, generate your own runs, because it may be, like LJ said, a one-run game, man.
Well, it starts with a walk. So you're down in the count. You're patient at bat. You get on base. You have a guy that is most capable on the team of executing any type of different situational hit. So Lon, comes in, does a great job of moving the runner over. Mm-hmm. Set him up for your number 3 guy, who's typically your number 3 and your number 5 bit batters are RBI guys. They're capable of putting the ball in play. So he hits in front of the runner. It freezes him at third, but now you got first and third, and this is a real challenging situation for catcher and pitcher. You can do a lot of things here.
You can do a lot of things, and McLean swings a really good bat. But don't take the bunt out of equation
No,
here.
not at all.
I mean, the corners aren't playing in. If McLean laid one down, you could get a run here. So let's see what Escamilla does or what he calls.
1 out, Semino. Jammed him inside, foul ball right off the inside part of the bat. Yeah, that is a good analysis of what's going on in the field, guys.
What I would do in this situation with Semino dialing up, if you could do like a little push bunt to the second baseman, that would get you a run home.
Yep.
And we could possibly see that from McLean. Calls time. But in this kind of game, 1 run, it may be a 1-0 game tonight.
It may be.
And a little push bunt would get a run here if it can be executed.
Pitch count to Semino, 77.
McMullen getting a little bit of a bigger leadoff. And Semino recognizes it and throws over appropriately.
You know, the weather has a factor here. These kids are coming in and out of the dugout. They're not seeing a lot of baseball. Semino's dealing. He's got a lot of strikeouts. You know, that ball coming off your fingers when you're cold and you haven't thrown a little bit, it can fly on you.
0-1's the count. McLean takes it. Here comes Pauly. Pauly's going to score. Canyon Lake on the board.
Well,
and you know, as much as Semino and as good as he's been pitching all night, you hate to see on that one. He's really had control of his game all night.
Yeah, and I think Cochran would like to have that one back. I mean, he's blocked almost everything that he's thrown up today, and that one just squirted away from him. And
he's been dialed in. And, you know, I hate to say it, but there is such a thing as home field advantage. And a deep backstop, you know, bodes well for run number 1 for Canyon Lake. And, again, small ball wins the day.
And if you get a hit here, 2-0 is gigantic.
Oh, inside. And he said he went around. He'll take the strike high. And the Canyon Lake faithful are in complete disagreement.
Not only did McLean not like that call, I think every Hawk fan in the stadium did not like that call.
Well, there's a lot of complaints.
The complaint department is filled. Take a number, please. High ball. And that one got away from him. Maybe like you were just saying, a little bit cold on the end of his fingers because that one got a little high, Chad.
Yeah. You know, the complaint, I used to work at this place. It was a 1-story building, and people would come in and complain. And I wrote a sign, say, complaint department, 31st floor, take the elevator in the back. That's what the umpire just said to everybody.
Oh, nice pitch by Semino. Got McLean looking on a 2-2 count.
Well,
we
punch out number 10 for Semino. He's matched Schultz.
And the big guy, Griffin, up to bat.
Here comes Williams. McMullen on second base. Get as big as lead possible in case Williams gets one out into right field. McMullen can fly, as we talked about.
No more Tom and Jerry. You know, when you're not settled, I love the timeout, and I love kids that are not afraid to use it. You know, settle yourself.
Down low.
I will say this, we're in a 1-0 ball game, but these are the kind of situations you want to be, especially if you're a team that wants to make a deep run into the playoffs, because you're going to be in 1-run games, and you're going to be having crucial at-bats at late parts of the ball game. This is what you want your team to experience early on in the season.
And Williams puts one down the line, foul. Got a part of it.
Man, that's a big pitch. I mean, he really dialed it up then, and, you know, unfortunately, Williams swings through, and he takes that one off his toe. That tells you how hard he hit it. That ball goes foul, and he fouled it off his pinky toe.
Pinky toe.
All the way to the third baseman.
1-1's a count, 2 outs.
Let's see if Williams can produce here.
Oh,
nasty pitch from Semino.
That's the pitch he gets the guys to chase down low. Whatever it is, it works.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's throwing a little bit of a cut fastball or maybe even a little bit of a sinker, but that ball in the outside corner has a little dip to it.
It does.
It's got some movement, and it's fooled the Hawks hitters because they've chased it many times today.
Absolutely have.
It kind of has a two-seam look. You know, it's
got a
not
timeout here.
It's not an off-speed pitch. You know, he's locating that thing. He's not. It doesn't have a curveball motion to it.
We got timeout by the coach, and
Bryant Lopez is going to go talk to Semino, and we're at a 1-2 two-out situation. I'm not sure what he's going to tell him here. Maybe waste a pitch or don't leave anything over the plate.
No.
Certainly, I mean, Griffin's a big hitter, and you can tell they're giving him a lot of respect. They're not throwing anything over the plate. They're moving the ball left and right, you know. So they're also probably trying to get somebody up, you know. And
it looks like it's
they're
going to be
make a
Sanders.
change.
It's going to be Travis Sanders.
All right. Well,
So-
we got a little time.
You wonder if Semino got hurt. I mean, it's 1-2. He's one pitch away. So
I don't know. I didn't see anything that indicated as such, and he has thrown a whale of a baseball game.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll come back with a commercial during the switch out of the pitchers for the Bulldogs, and we'll be right back.
I don't think you're switching the pitchers. I think you're switching the pitcher. I think you're swapping the catcher out.
That Canyon Lake sunset doesn't get old. It's why most of our family and friends want to come visit all the time. The charm and beauty of the hill country, who could resist it? But like you, I don't have room for everybody at the house. The elegant solution is to let Bunkhouse be your guest bedroom. For less than the price of taking them out to dinner, your guest can have a safe and comfortable retreat after long days of exploring the hill country. They even have rooms and cabins to choose from, and the bunkhouse is just a mile away from Canyon Lake High School. So grab your phone and go to bunkhouservpark.com. That's BUNKHAUSRVpark.com. And you can have your guest cabin reserved by the time that sun sets.
Hey everyone, this is Josh with House of CBD. Come check us out across from Brookshire Brothers in Hancock. We offer CBD products for humans and pets, plus we carry Arctic cups and coolers. Our CBD tincture and topical products come at the lowest prices around, and everything we carry is third-party lab tested. You can contact us with any questions through our website, houseofcbd.life, through Facebook, or you can call me directly at 830-223-7109. Again, that's 830-223-7109. We look forward to answering your questions and further supporting the community. Have a good one.
We are Brookshire Brothers, selling groceries and growing communities since 1921. Giving back is how we celebrate. Your family, your town, your future. Come celebrate with us. Brookshire Brothers.
Whether you're needing assistance with your mortgage to buy your home, buy a vacation home or rental property, refinance or take the equity out of your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt or other financial needs, call Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, your local mortgage lender. Whether you have great credit or have had an issue or life situations that have affected your credit, he is there for you. Call him today at 210-240-6196. Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, NMLS, number 234487, Equal Opportunity Lender. Gold Financial Services is a division of AmCap Mortgages LTD, NMLS number 129122.
Hey, this is Stephanie at Good Life Pharmacy. If you have not had a chance yet, stop on by our pharmacy and come meet our team. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Come check out our website at www.goodlifefarm.com. We also even have an app that you can use on your smartphones to help manage your refills and requests. You can even text us through the app and we can respond quickly to your questions and concerns. Again, stop on by when you get a chance or give us a call at 830-214-2920. Thank you so much and take care.
And Canyon Lake Broadcasting coming back to you live. New pitcher on the mound for the Bulldogs. Welcome back, everybody. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting. It's a 1-2 count, 2 outs to go, and the Bulldogs switch pitchers Holness, and Williams takes one foul ball all the way to the left. It's going to be close. Can they get over in foul territory? And he doesn't. Williams gets away with a lucky one on that. The new pitcher is the catcher of – we just exchanged out, right? And so that was number 15, the catcher for
yeah, so a lot of debate, Corey, on why you would do that. And we didn't see an injury. I'm saying that was a hard pitch count. I really think that coach just said, full stop. I've got a hard pitch count, and you've been dealing.
And he's done Semino's done a great job tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Williams. Oh, and he ropes one. Williams to the fence. McMullen will score. Canyon Lake will go up 2-0 at the bottom of the 6th. Oh, Williams.
He left it over the plate, and he made him pay.
I'm going to tell you, that coach is really wondering right now, oh, my goodness, because Williams is a dangerous hitter at any at-bat. Now, here's another thing to note. When you have a catcher that has thrown as many pitches as the pitcher, mm-hmm. And all of a sudden you bring him in to pitch, his arm's tired, plain and simple.
Well, Anderson comes in and pitch runs for Williams. He'll take first base.
Yep, that'll be Chase Anderson.
Yep.
Yeah, Cochran, LJ, you said it perfectly. As a catcher, you're throwing the ball back to the pitcher as many times as he's thrown it to you. And, Cochran's got to come into the game, not warmed up in a bullpen or anything else, and he comes in and he left one over the plate.
And it's also, every pitcher wants to start out with the first strike. It's just a mental thing, and they're going to come out and try to establish first strike. He threw the ball for a strike. Griffin just made him pay for it.
Paulie up and back next. Darren's got his little hand warm. I see.
It's the old mouse hand is not working.
The mouse hand's not.
Yeah. Here in Texas, we play football in the summer and baseball in the winter.
That's right.
As opposed to other
when your
states.
Producer's not be able to put his hands in his pockets because he's moving controls, he gets carpal tunnel syndrome real quick. It's that old arthritis creeping in. Paulie cut swing strike 1.
Oh, that's Hunter Anderson.
I'm sorry, Hunter Anderson. I'm sorry. Yep.
Well, I'd also say this is it's a cold night, right? So
you
come in, you've been playing catcher, but you haven't been pitching, and it's not exactly what you want to have happen.
Well, speaking of the pitcher, Russell Cochran, we appreciate the kind words from Samantha Wilson, who is Russell's big sister.
We've got all kinds of clan in Copper's Cove.
They are
tell you what,
watching.
They won a prize and everything.
They haven't lost any velocity here. Cochran can deal. And he's throwing the ball hard.
And that one is ripped the opposite way.
It's going to be in the gap for Anderson to go to the wall. Here comes
the first Anderson chase.
Anderson, he's going to score on the relay. And Anderson gets in on the belly, Pete Rose style. Dad, have you been any prouder?
Wow. I got to say, Anderson, that looked mighty good coming around the bases. Hunter was giving chase to his brother there, and I don't mean that to be a pun, but he was giving chase to his brother, trying to leg out a triple. What an opportunistic hit right there.
Nice
that
shot.
Was just fantastic, if I have to say so myself.
It was fantastic because he's a lefty. You saw them pull the center fielder over to right center, thinking he's going to pull the ball, and Anderson went the opposite way, hit it into the gap. And
Canyon Lake goes up 3-0.
And a hard hit, Oppo, is a meaningful hit. We talk about that. When you have power away, you like to see batters that can hit line to line. So, you want them, depending on, to go where the ball takes them and put the ball in play. And, Hunter seeing the ball real well just then, after swinging through one. And, he swung through it. And a number of other things. That was just fantastic.
Well, we got a new batter at the plate. It's Braden Welch.
Yeah,
but you're right on those analogies, LJ. Sorry about that, Chad.
No, just going to say another sophomore. You had a sophomore in Chase Anderson just score. You had another sophomore in Williams get the big hit. Now another sophomore, Hunter Anderson with a hit, and now you got another sophomore, Braden Welch.
Yeah, did we say that we were deep?
Here comes the pitch. 0-1. High ball got him a swing.
He's
2 outs.
going upstairs to him. Got him to chase the first one. He went right back to it.
And you can expect he's probably going to elevate this pitch too. I mean, he's giving it. That pitch is just too darn hard to lay off. It looks good coming out of his hand. Tall pitcher.
Oh.
Yeah, that went off the knob of the bat.
Yeah, Canyon Lake's only got 4 seniors on this team.
They've got 4 seniors. They've got a passel full. That is a quantity. Passel full of sophomores.
Passel.
You know, and
Passel sounds like an Egyptian unit of measure.
It's a plethora.
A veritable plethora.
Yeah. A passel.
Cornucopia of talent.
Cornucopia of talent.
Ball 1 to Welch. He did a good job of laying off that high ball.
Yep. He had trouble laying off the first 2, but that one he let go.
Passel.
A passel.
Down low, got him swinging. Welch will go out. Nice job by the pitcher. Cochran getting him out. Well, Canyon Lake will pick up 3 in the bottom of the 6th. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning, and the Bulldogs will have their opportunity to tighten things up.
You know, I've always wondered what a peck was. You got a bushel and a peck. What's a peck?
I know what a cubit is because I've studied the arc. Okay, in Gopherwood. I know what that goes. So a cubit. I got the cubit.
How much is a cubit?
A cubit is a little bit more.
Wow.
The lights went off in the soccer field. I thought we had power loss. Sorry about that.
No, that game is over.
It's over.
It's over.
I'd like to know the score. I've got some stuff here I'm trying to get to on the soccer game, but a cubit is a little bit. It's like almost a meter, and so we won't get off into biblical specifications of the arc, but it was a big ship. 600 cubits.
It was big, and they came in by Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
According to the song. So we got a new pitcher, Peyton McMullen.
On the mound, looking to close it out. Now, McMullen's seen limited action, but in this role, correct?
Well, you like him at the end of the game. He probably records the higher velocity of most of the pitchers on the Canyon Lake team. He does a really good job of locating fastball, and he did a really good job in commanding his fastball the last 2 outings. You know, he got a little bit behind on the batters, but, you know, one of the things that you like about McMullen, he's tall, he's got a different arm angle. So, you know, even though you're saying, okay, you went righty behind righty, they're both fastball pitchers, you know, it looks different coming out of his hands. And he changed the visual, you know, you change the opportunity for the batter.
Gotcha. I understand.
Well, switching gears a little bit, you wanted to score on the soccer game.
Yes.
Well, the Hawks went down 3-2.
Well,
tough loss.
That's a tough loss. They had a good win Friday against Wembley. And if you hadn't seen it on Facebook at Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Emily Pena's soccer shot from about 27 yards out, as Darren said, feathered it right in.
Feathered it over the goal.
It was I posted a lot of stuff in 5 years. And let me tell you, that thing got out. I've got more hits and stuff that Emily Pena shot in the win against Wembley 2-1 with that goal than I have just about anything else over 5 years doing this.
Feathered.
He took the call, man. It's there. It's on tape. Just go to Canyon Lake Broadcasting and look it up. You can follow Canyon Lake Broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. We'll post up all the time there. Keep people abreast.
Well, did we mention the changes in the field other than the pitcher?
Well, we got Tanner Schultz over at first base. And I think that's about all the changes that we've seen. Nope, we got Hunter Anderson out in right field.
Okay.
So Hunter's in right, Tanner's at first. Hunter moving to right from first, and Peyton McMullen in to try to close this thing out.
Radigan up to bat for the Bulldogs. Radigan's had a little bit of luck here against Canyon Lake so far today.
He had a long fly ball at the left field. McLean made a nice play on it.
McMullen high, fast.
Now, it's kind of interesting. I don't see anybody getting loose in the bullpen of the Hawks. I guess this is McMullen's game to close out.
Got him high. Swing, strike. 1-1 is the count. Radigan.
It is McMullen's game to close out. Of course, you got a little cush, Chad. I mean, you got 3 runs, and there's a lot of time. You can get a lot done in an at-bat.
Blown away.
With a guy coming in, as you know.
2-1.
Well,
and the dugout over here in the Bulldog dugout, they're giving McMullen a little, hey, what's up? Inside strike.
Well, I think they're just happy not to be facing Tanner Schultz. Anybody but Tanner. We'll take anybody at this point. Will Nolan Ryan out here. We just don't want to face Schultz tonight.
Yeah, and good teams like to get up in the last inning like that. You know, there's so many mind games that you can play in baseball, and one of them is just the game of enthusiasm.
Well, that count goes to 3-2.
Now,
don't want to get this guy on base if you're McMullen. Oh, foul tip. That was right down the middle. If Radigan didn't hit it, that'd have been a strike. Getting a little more chilly.
You know, 3 runs is not enough cushion to not be concerned about base runners.
No.
You want this first out right here.
Oh.
And unfortunately, hit by pitch.
And you didn't want to see that if you're a Canyon Lake Hawk, but you're jubilated if you're part of
the Copperas Cove contingent.
Copperas Cove contingency.
Yeah, Espinosa's coming up, and it looks like Caden Harris has stepped into the on-deck circle. He looks like he's going to pinch hit, which would be for Braden Camise. So you got Espinosa and
no outs, man, on first.
Yeah, you got to get something here.
Swing and a miss, strike. Espinosa, you are correct.
Would like to see a ground ball hard at somebody. Maybe could turn 2.
Low, that'd be a ball. Mullen.
Nice defensive play by Stanley, just protecting the ball, keeping it down at the plate. Sometimes you don't play catcher, sometimes you play blocker, and right now he's got a block.
Inside ball. Mullen having problems finding the strike zone. 2-1.
Well, Corey, you said it with the dugout of Copperas Cove getting here. They kind of sense that this may be like their only opportunity to do something.
Oh, in the dirt it goes. It goes back to the backstop. His second base will be taken. And McMullen, that one hit about 1.5 feet in front of the plate.
Yeah, it's 3-1. Stanley's doing what he should do, go out there and calm them down. Nobody warming up in the bullpen still. You definitely don't want to walk him here.
No, you do not want to put 2 men on with no outs. 3-1's the count. McMullen in the hole.
So how big are those insurance runs that Canyon Lake produced there in the last inning?
McMullen high.
I hate to sound like somebody in the news lately, but I would tell you the insurance runs were huge.
Well, here comes Coach Escamilla.
Yeah, and he's going to have a talkie with McMullen. I don't think, like you said, there's nobody warming up for
Canyon
Lake.
It's going to be
He's
Baker
making
now.
a change right now,
Yeah.
and he's going to yet another sophomore, moving Hayden Baker into position.
Well,
they burnt the one of their infielders with a pinch runner, so now they're moving Jones out into the field.
He's gonna.
Well, Coach immediately recognizing that McMullen wasn't on his A game tonight. I mean, it is cold, and
well, there's something to be said, and that's just good coaching. It's recognition and the realization that you got to have a really quick hook. You got 2 men on, you got the time running at the plate. You find a kid, in Baker that's a strong and been super effective pitcher for Canyon Lake. I haven't seen a lot of time in the game with him, but he's had several good bullpens, as my son could attest to, and he just really looks good. So Cody Jones over at third base now. Baker in on the mound. McMullen has now basically.
well, Cody Jones is down at third base. He's thrown over to first to get his arm warmed up. And had a wild one right over by, right on the guy standing on first base, number 5 for the Bulldogs, and that was, I guess it was Martinez, no, it was Espinoza. He's got his clock clean.
Well, LJ, you alluded to Baker not have thrown a lot of innings thus far this season, but he is no stranger to these types of situations.
No.
I have coached Hayden for many years, and I have put him in some tough situations. And I did see him come into the scrimmage against Cuero a few weeks ago, bases loaded, 2 outs, and he got a 1-pitch, 1 out, got us out of the inning. So
I mean, you know, all of these kids, you like them because they do have poise as young men, and they can come in and be effective. You know, this is kind of a tough spot to put Baker in, but, you know, if you know Hayden Baker like you and I do, Chad, you know that it's probably not all that tough at all.
Well, you're early in the season, too, and I think if you're Coach Escamilla, you want to see, hey, what can this sophomore do? This is a tough situation. This is a 3-0 ball game against a very good Copperas Cove team, and you're here in the last inning, and you got 2 on and nobody out. If they don't get much tougher than this.
No, they don't.
Well, you earn your keep today, Mr. Baker, number 14 on the mound, as you said. Good analysis by our professionals in Baseball Nostradamus.
So
it is going to be Caden Harris pinch hitting here.
Man on second, no outs. 4. There's a bunt. That'll be a called strike.
Man, and he goes right through that bunt. He's trying to drag bunt that thing, and he's moving on the ball, trying to get out of the box. So he's looking for a bunt single there, you know, to try to take away that force.
You know, kind of a smart play. You have Jones just come in off the bench, and you're kind of bunting right at him. You know, it's one of those things, and he's trying it again. This ball squirts away from Stanley, and the runners will advance.
And second and third as the Bulldogs go. Baker 1-1 on the count.
Well, here's the deal. As a coach and as a player right now, you just got to say, hey, nobody's hurt. These 2 runs don't mean anything. What we're looking for is outs. I don't care if we win 3-0, 3-1, or 3-2. I just don't want it to be 3-3. So nobody's hurt here. There's no pressure. We're working on the man at the plate.
Yeah, really the only thing that just happened just then is it took him out of the double play. But we got room on first for anything to happen.
Low. Going to be a ball. Count will go to 2-1.
Nice pitch from Baker. Didn't get the call.
The Canyon Lake fans, you know, certainly didn't like that call.
Here's the 2-1.
High. Goes a 3-1. Canyon Lake, 3-0 lead, being threatened right here in the top of the 7th. You'll probably take a look at this ball. Baker delivers inside hit pitch. That's the 3rd hit pitch tonight by Canyon Lake. Bases are loaded. The winning run is at the plate.
Yep, I mean, you're going to the number 9 guy, John Garcia. And after him, you've got the top of the lineup, Travis Sanders. Coach Escamilla is coming out.
Canyon Lake with a pucker factor here a little bit.
You know, and Baker, a kid that's is an infielder. This 9 batter has shown bunt every time he's come up to bat. And so, I like our odds here. We don't know if he puts it out of the infield, but you certainly are playing double play depth right now. You're not worried about the run coming from third, but you're certainly concentrating on maximizing the number of outs and stopping the advancement of the other base runners.
Yeah, I think Escamilla had a little question there for the umpire. It didn't look like Harris made that big of an attempt to get out of the way of that ball.
That's exactly right. He didn't move at all. Here he's showing bunt again.
And he's got wheels.
Oh, nice stop by
Stanley.
Dalton Stanley, junior, number 4, 3 years on varsity.
Nice block.
And if you don't think that's huge, you know, you give the team a run, the tying run moves up into scoring position. So
young Baker on the mound earning his keep. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Bases are loaded for the Bulldogs, as they say, dogs. WGS, Dogs, as I was told.
Well, Escamilla giving some free coaching out there.
Yeah, and Copperas Cove just jumping on the bandwagon and trying to add to it. You know, when you start seeing the dugout trying to mimic coach, they're trying to grab every advantage they can. So they're getting noisy.
It is getting very noisy.
Strike.
And that's exactly how you quiet the noise. You know, you got to like that in a pitcher that comes back with a called strike, you know, after all the chirping. Again, showing bunt.
He's going to pull it back. He does. Strike right down the middle.
Baker, 2 big pitches right here, back to back.
Scored up again.
Yep, he won't be bunting here.
Strike 3. Got him.
Now, what's interesting is that coach has put that kid up to bat 3 times, done the same thing. Had him bunt, show bunt. He swings through it, strikeout. You know, you got to wonder.
Here comes the top of the order.
I like it, though. I mean, I'm full homer on this one. I like it.
Well, you're back to the top of the lineup with Travis Sanders, and
he had a nice hit, first hit, the only hit for like 5 innings.
That's right.
Yep.
And you know, first pitch.
First
So
pitch
you
of
know
the
he
game.
can, but we also know that McLean's got an arm.
And we know that Baker is dialing it up here.
Oh, got him.
Well,
you know, when you have a call strike like that, how much goes into the head of the batter to affect him at the rest of the?
Well, you can tell body language. You know, they always talk about that. When he actually went around too far, you know, doesn't like the call, that can cause a little anguish up there.
Here comes the pitch, off speed.
Nice block down Dalton Stanley.
It's like the 3rd or 4th time. And you know, Cochran in the behind the plate earlier for the Dogs had a couple of great blocks himself.
You know, it's just like you're hearing the Copperas Cove dugout, and they're taking every advantage they can. You know, body language can work at your disadvantage.
Nice pitch again from Baker.
1-2's a count, 1 out.
And when you're on the mound, that's a lonely place to be.
Yep.
You've got to block out that noise.
You do block out that noise, but you do see the body language in the guy at bat. And so when he starts showing a little emotion, now you're thinking, you know what, I got him. I might just have it.
Baker 1-2, looking to get out here. Get Sanders to swing at something, maybe low and away. Inside. Oh.
Well, he Stanley was set up over the outside corner, and Baker nailed it. Didn't get the call. It's 2-2.
They have potty mouth over here to the left, but continually, I heard that.
It's getting rowdy for sure.
Foul back into the screen. Sanders holding tough at 2-2.
You know, I'm pretty good at reading lips, even through masks, and I think he said, I really appreciate if you'd make a better call next time. Thank you.
Yeah, that's – by the way, what's your address? The Christmas card's coming this year. 2-2, 1 out. Bases are juiced. Sanders got a huge base hit.
You know, you're thinking ground ball, aren't you, Chad? I mean, wouldn't you love to see a 6-4-3 right here?
Or one right back to the pitcher. How about a 1-2-3?
Got it.
Or the curveball for strike him out.
The young Baker with the huge curveball.
Nice job, Hayden Baker. You know, and it started with the first pitch. He got aggravated with the umpire because he didn't get the call. It kind of gets Baker in his head, and then, you know, then he can't acquit himself on the next 2. 2 big curveballs by Hayden Baker just then.
Well, you're seeing some good performances and some good performances by a lot of sophomores today.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Baker. Right down the middle, strike.
Yep, Jace Johnson, the left fielder.
Yeah,
Johnson
22.
has gone left side. He's gone right to the pitcher. You know,
0-1's the count. Delivery. Got him swinging low. Dalton Stanley again saving the day on that.
Beautiful block. Stanley doing a nice job back there just protecting the baseball, and that's what you got to do. You're playing the job of blocker.
0-2 the count.
Baker's got some good movement on his fastball. I mean, these batters are not very close on their swings.
Can Baker close it out here?
Ball game!
Turn it out. That's a nice job.
Baker comes in and saves it, man. Huge win by Canyon Lake, 3-0 over Copperas Cove Bulldogs. What an opening day win for Canyon Lake. It was a pitcher's duel. LJ talked about it in the first inning, and it went on between Simeon and Schultz, and it was as advertised from the first inning, and it got to be down to the last inning. What a game, Chad.
Well, LJ alluded to it earlier. How do you quiet the noise? You come in and you get batters. And Baker came in, he challenged everybody, and you talk about tough spots. This was a very, very tough spot. And Baker came in, made the pitches, and Canyon Lake walks away with a 3-0 victory tonight.
They'll move to 6-1 on the season.
Yep. So I got a little bookwork to do here. I kind of made a mistake and didn't get the pitcher replacement to take, so I got to back out and back into it. So I'm going to let y'all talk a bit. But, I will say it was a great win by the Canyon Lake Hawks. They showed a lot of poise, a lot of commitment. We said before that this is a cohesive team, and it took everybody out there to do a good job and come up with a win.
Well, we'll go to break after that, and we'll come right back. We'll get everything straightened out and the final stats for the game. And y'all stay tuned for the closing end of the game.
We are Brookshire Brothers, selling groceries and growing communities since 1921. Giving back is how we celebrate. Your family, your town, your future. Come celebrate with us. Brookshire Brothers.
Score big at Bliss Designs and Boutique, your very own Canyon Lake Hawk headquarters. T-shirts, jerseys, spiritwear, ball caps, custom embroidery, and more. All your favorite game gear in one great location. Don't forget, we also have trendy fashions, footwear, jewelry, candles, and many other great gifts and accessories. Bliss Designs and Boutique, located in Hancock, right next door to Meemaw's Tacos. Thank you for shopping local in our Canyon Lake community.
And we're back. Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Home opener for the Hawks. You end up 3-0 over the Dogs of Copperas Cove. I'm Corey Martelli, your host here. Post-game interview. Darren Lesturgeon over there freezing to death. LJ Anderson on the stats and Chad Parma out tonight. And working the camera up there was Travis Parma getting his little 2 cents in, earning his keep. But big win tonight by the Hawks. Go to 6-1 on the season. And Darren, appreciate you doing the show and everything. I know you're freezing over there.
It's all good. It's all good. Just little hand warmer action would have been great tonight. But they say it's only 50 degrees. It sure feels a lot colder.
I'm going to call phooey on that one.
But hey, no, it's a great home opener. I mean, it's an excellent game. Put your duel comes all the way down to the final inning, and Canyon Lake gets it done. I mean, they manufacture the runs, they do what they got to do, and are able to get the big W on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's got a lot of. We all stay tuned. So Canyon Lake, if you go to Facebook page, we're gonna give the schedule to the school. Got a lot of baseball coming up for you baseball people out there, and got some softball coming up. Well, and at least a soccer game or two left in the old drawer, if you will. But we'll do that as well. Well, we're going to close it out. We're going to do some late night stuff. We got to get on the road. We got tomorrow and this week a lot of baseball, a lot of interviews going on. So We appreciate Darren, LJ, and Chad doing all the things they do and making baseball happen. And like I said, of course, Darren getting it on the
producing it.
Producing. He's a producer now. He's big time.
Big time.
So, anyway, Canyon Lake Broadcasting, we thank everybody for watching, and everybody in Copperas, Cove as well. Congratulations on winning, and everybody be safe. God bless, and good night.